Damn, buddy. Don't bum rush me. What? Look on
Hello.
me like I know you like that. I don't know
Hello.
you. What's up?
What's going on? Is everybody else on the panel still?
I done started up a new one.
Oh, okay. You know that link don't never work for me, girl.
I don't know what happened to it. It went on the fritz. And I just sent the email out to everybody. I gotta find Miss Niche address, email address. You tired?
Yeah. It's like raining here. It's been
I
raining
wish
like
it would rain here.
it's been dreary though, Keita, for like a few days. Cause you know we're supposed to be having a hurricane.
Okay, there go Miss Niche email address. Hmm.
Miss Niche.
Come through, come through, come on, come through.
I look like a boy.
If I was a boy, even just for a day.
Why come it said as soon as I said I look like a boy, it took me back to my regular picture. Like damn, it think I'm ugly too?
Hey, Cowboys Nation. Cowboys Nation cool with me. I roll
I'm
out of
about to go get
bed.
the I'm about to go get my computer so I can see the chat real quick.
The one I want to go. Okay, hold on. Buddy! Buddy being bad, y'all. Who want Buddy? You want Buddy? Let me see. Hold on, I'm finna drop it in there. Hold on, y'all. Hi, Stinker Booty. Hey, Stinker Booty. Hey, Stinker Booty. Move. Move. Hey, big boy. No, stop looking on my phone. Buddy, get back. I don't like you like that. Move up. I don't even fuck with you like that. Look. I'm trying to damn hold my phone. I keep forgetting. Move, buddy. Move up. Move, dude. Move up. I ain't finna fight with you today. Move. Ugly self. Ugly mud. He need to let me alone. You don't, you don't fight fair. Anyways, he always want to scratch. And nobody got time for all that scratching. Okay, we finna get this shit started. See what I'm saying? Everything want to be on delay. All right. But go give me my headphones. I know what happened. Okay. Move! Move, dude! Now that I think about it, I know what happened. I dropped it. I just dropped it. I know exactly what happened.
Peter.
Huh?
Oh, you can hear me.
I know what happened, y'all. Now that I think about it,
What happened?
I had my YouTube up too loud. I didn't mute my YouTube in the background.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You have to when you got it on you're using your hangouts, you've got to turn it all the way down on any other devices that you've got it on because otherwise you're gonna get echoing.
No, that's
Hey
exactly what
Tanya.
happened.
I'm just looking at the chat. Hey Cowboy Nations 88. Um who am I missing? Who else am I not seeing here? Where's Mixbone
Everybody,
gone? Miss Niche. Where are they?
buddy, smooth.
Do you wanna did you wanna wait for more people to get in here and talk before you started doing the topic? Hey Mixbone.
Hell fucking hello. The fuck? Stop texting me, ho. Hello?
Hello.
Huh?
What's up? Are we
You
back?
okay?
Did you get that email, Kita?
What?
Did you
What?
get did you get the email?
No,
I sent it to you. I texted to you.
I didn't.
Peter,
I haven't checked it. Huh?
is your phone a little bit delayed?
No,
Okay, just checking. Who
I
else
just
is
couldn't
here
hear.
in the chat?
I was all over the place. That's all.
Where's Gold Rose gone? Gold Rose, you're muted. Are you still here?
Yeah, I sent it to her. Yeah, I
Okay,
said
I am here.
Oh, okay. Hello.
I had sent her one. But okay, so who's all in here? Let's go look. All in the money. And then the money. So what's that? So everybody want to be antisocial?
Where's Miss Niche? I think she doesn't realize we're back on. Can anybody get hold of her to tell her that we're back on?
I don't need this
I
one.
sent her what's her name?
Yeah, but she might not have got the invitation. I might. Do you know what? If I could find her on my Hangouts, I'm gonna send her a little message quick just to tell her we're back on.
I was talking about my domestic violence. And
Yes,
she
we
ain't
want to hear.
coming
Go
back.
ahead.
And she ain't coming back. I was trying to be dramatic.
Come on, Mixbone, give it to us.
I ain't been in no domestic violence
She
situation.
being dramatic. She
I ain't
trying to be
never
funny.
I ain't never
Oh,
been hit. But but I don't know
But
if this count for any damn thing. Everybody that I'm close to or I like, they be mean to me, man. As y'all could tell.
who?
That's not domestic violence. Well, close. That's friendship violence. Do that count for something?
Who's mean to
you
you?
know what? It does actually, like, genuine abuse from a friend. It counts as abuse because it's not just about abuse from a family member. It's anybody. I remember when I went to this group, it wasn't just to do with
Listen
previous
up, Keita.
relationships that
Listen
I've
up.
been in. It was
Oh,
it was
you
also to do with family and friends.
Mm-hmm. family,
Pause,
friends.
pause, pause, because I do not abuse you, Mixed Bone.
You verbally abuse me. Or you
I do
lack
not
of
verbal.
abuse. You lack of
I could,
verbal.
I could give you verbal abuse if you wanted, but I don't. I do not verbally abuse you,
I'm
baby.
dramatic
I
though. I'm
don't.
dramatic, y'all. I gotta be dramatic. We here for counseling. Shut up.
No, we.
We here for counseling, girl.
That's what we do. We do
No,
counseling.
for real, real talk, real talk.
No,
Go
seriously,
again.
like
Go
verbal,
Rose.
verbal. Huh? You said
Go
what?
Rose.
Go Rose. Go
Okay.
Rose.
Peter, do you want to carry on
Yes.
from where you were? Because I paused you when you were saying about being in the car and things went left, and then you kind of said, well, you gave him another chance, and you said maybe he won't do it again. So do you want to carry on from there?
Carry on from there. So I gave him a second chance, and I thought that everything would be okay. So I thought, but then like a month later, after
Mhm.
everything was cool and had settled down or whatever,
Mhm.
I gave somebody a ride, and we was just sitting outside talking and chilling because what? I think this was like a bad time of the year, and like during like springtime is when we get rain real bad. So hold on, why am I hearing echoing?
I'm gonna go back on mute.
Oh, do you have your YouTube on? Go Rose. If you got your YouTube on, I might be hearing your YouTube.
No, I don't have it on.
Oh,
Keita,
Sharice, you on mute?
t- talk
huh?
again. Talk again.
I'm talking.
Am I echoing?
Yeah, you echoing too.
Am I echoing? I can't hear myself echoing.
Yeah, I hear it. When I start talking, I can hear like little light echo.
Hmm.
Go on mute, Sharice, and we'll see if she
All
echo
right.
in.
Yeah, that probably work.
Hold on. Sorry, I muted the computer instead of my my voice because I'm stupid.
Oh Lord. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now it's no echo now. Okay. So I went back a couple weeks later, and everything was cool. And so I had gave somebody a ride, and we sitting outside, we just chilling. I'm waiting for the rain to pass over, or whatever, whatnot. And I still got an echo from you, Sharice.
I don't know
But
what to tell you. I'm gonna go away and rejoin.
I don't know. I just think I don't know. I guess it just echoes or something like that.
I'm just gonna
I
rejoin.
don't
It's okay.
know.
I'll hang up and rejoin. It's cool.
Just go on mute because you had went off of mute.
Yeah, mute will just work.
Yeah, just go back on mute, Sharice.
Yeah, and after I finish, then you can pull it off of mute. Okay, but so everything was cool. So when I go back, I'm sitting outside chilling. We talking. He pulls up. He was like, yeah. Keita, roll down your window. I was like, uh-uh. He said, roll your window down. Uh-uh. You already look delusional and crazy. No. So my window was cracked that much. That much. He said, roll your window down. Uh-uh. That went on for like 2 minutes. Roll your window down. No, I'm not. So eventually he got mad. And so he acted like he was gonna walk away. He didn't. He turned right back around. And all I seen was a damn shoe come at my window. Not somebody throwing a shoe, but the motherfucker that kicked my window in. I just scared Buddy, y'all. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, but I scared Buddy. I'm sorry. But it kicked my window in. And all I know was to drive off. Because now you didn't kick my window in while I'm sitting in the car. I don't know what to do. Do I get out and fight you? Because my thing is, I don't care, man or woman. If I have to, I will fight you. Because the last time we got into it, I had to fight him. But now at this time, I'm not thinking that I got cuts and things in my face. I thought maybe I blocked it. But as I pulled off, I felt something just warm just running down my face. And so when I flipped my visor down, I looked at my face and like this blood just trickling down my face. Like blood from my forehead on down, just trickling. I'm talking about where I didn't have glass at. That was the thing. I had glass everywhere. Glass in my hair, glass almost in my eye. I think I might have pulled a piece of glass out of my eye. Luckily, I got my eyesight. By the grace of God, I can still see. But when it all boiled down and I got to the hospital, I had cuts right here above my eyebrow. I had to get stitches right here in my face, right here under my face. They had to glue my face back together, like literally glue. They have skin glue. And they glued my face right back together right here. And I think I got cut somewhere on my chest too, right there. So that's why I have all these scars on my face. And then, like for somebody to say something about all the piercings that I have on my face, a lot of people don't know why. And so then you have those judgmental people. You don't know what I went through or the reason why I have piercings on my face to take away from the scars that I have on my face. Your face is like the most precious thing that you have on your body. So to take away from the scars before somebody asks me like, well, you have a bump right here, or what is that scar for? What is this for? I try to take away from that, I guess, attention from the scars that's already on my face, and that's why I put all the piercings in my face.
Have you ever thought, Keita, that maybe you know how when you go through something, right? You may actually do certain things like tattoos, piercings, stuff like that because it's like inside pain. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of comes out when you get it pierced or when you get a, a tattoo or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I
But it
have.
kind of feels good at the same time because it's like
Mm-hmm. It's
personal.
like yeah, it's like a gateway.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like when I do stretch my ears, like
Mhm.
big the holes are in my ears. And when I initially first started doing it, I had I had started off rather big. I started off bigger than what I should have. And I could have caused a blowout, but I didn't. But like now when I do it, like when I decide to stretch them again, it's like I'm real stressed out. So it's like a gateway on like a stress reliever, I guess, per se.
And you
What
know
do you
what?
want, buddy?
I never. Hold on. I think I'm on like mute or something. No, I'm not on mute. Um, you know what? I always like when you see the little when you see certain types of people, certain I'm gonna say a certain race of people, you always hear about them like cutting themselves and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I always wonder like why like what would make you do that? Like why you do that?
Mm-hmm.
But as I got older I was like, oh, that's why they do that. because they got like stuff going on like mentally, and they trying to get it out, but the only way they can get it out is if it's
Through
like releasing
pain.
pressure right through pain. It's like a inside hurt, but they don't know where it's coming from, so they do
Mm-hmm.
they cut or something like that, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And that's basically what it is. That's your
Some
gateway. It's through pain.
sometimes
Mhm.
sometimes it can be, I think, one of two things. Sometimes people harm themselves because they're feeling that way inside, and sometimes they do it especially when they're in an abusive situation, whether it be with a family member or a partner. They do that so that when that person hurts them, it doesn't feel as bad because they've already caused that pain. So it's like building up an immunity.
Yeah. Very true. Very
You know,
true.
it's like if you stand in the mirror and tell yourself that you ain't shit enough times, then when that person tells you you ain't shit, it doesn't hurt you anymore because you done gotten used to telling yourself that. But the
Mm-hmm.
sad thing is that that person has made you think that in the first place, and it just becomes a cycle. And getting out of that can be very hard until your eyes are awakened and you're ready to actually face the reality and make an attempt to get out of the situation.
Right. Right.
It's kind of like you gotta retrain yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta retrain your thought process. If you let stuff
Talk a
go
little louder
before.
too, Go Rose.
Okay, can y'all? Am I loud enough?
Mm-hmm.
Am I loud enough now?
Yes, you are.
So it's kind of like you have to rebrand yourself. You have to retrain yourself. Once you go through something like that, and then somebody that made you feel like that for so long, when you it's like you want to go, but then at the same time, you feel bad about yourself. So then it's like, oh well, I might as well just stay where I am because this is what I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? And then when you're so fucked up that when you get into another relationship, it's like you think this person is supposed to be mean to you or do certain shit to you, but really that it's normal not to do stuff like that. But you
You
think it's
used
normal.
to the hurt and the pain,
All right, you get used to it, and then that's like your normal.
and
That's
that's
your
the
this
normal
is
for
what
you.
normal. Yeah.
Yep. You,
And
it's like a crutch, you know. You try to bring somebody in, but at the same time, you done been through so much fucked up shit. You push them away at the same time, and I have a
yeah,
bad, bad, bad thing of doing that. Like I try to bring somebody in, but at the same time, I push you away too, because I
it's
done
like
been through so much bad shit.
you're in a battle with yourself because you want that love, you want that healthy love from somebody, but at the same time, it's like you've been there before. You allowed somebody to come into your life in that way, and then they hurt you. So although you know that not everybody is the same, mentally, subconsciously, in the back of your head, you've got that guard up that everybody is the same, and you're going to get hurt eventually. So then you end up pushing them away, and it's really sad, not just for yourself, but
Mhm.
flip side, I've been in a relationship with a man who was hurt by somebody. And when it came to our relationship, it was beautiful. But then in the end, he just walked away without giving me a reason. And it's because he was so messed up inside.
Yeah,
And
it's
what
like
he
Mhm.
didn't
they
recognize,
it's
the
like they
sad,
bring that shit into the new relationship, and then you gotta be the one to take care of all of it. Like, what did? Oh my God, it's so annoying. That's why when you get to a certain age, people wonder, especially like with older people, oh, why you got your wall up? Cause I ain't trying to be vulnerable. Cause I ain't got time for your shit, and I'm not finna get into no messy relationship. Cause you probably got the same fucking baggage, and I'm just not dealing with it. I ain't got time for that no more.
well, you see, now it's hard to be in a relationship with somebody who has got that baggage if they haven't dealt with it yet. And
That's what I'm
that's the hard
saying.
thing, is that you want to love that person the right way, but they haven't dealt with their stuff. from before, so they end up running away, and then you're left heartbroken.
Or either
Um,
they end up treating you the way they were treated before because they feel like that's normal or that's healthy. Then you have to
Yep.
retrain them not to act a certain
Yep.
way. Ain't nobody got. I be feeling like ain't nobody got time for that. Like I can't. I don't want to invest my time into something that I'm not sure if it's gonna work out or not. Like I don't care about being somebody's friend or whatever. That's fine. That's cool. But I can't take on. I can give advice which I don't even listen to myself, and I can only take on so much. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take on anybody else's stuff too.
You can
yeah.
give good advice, but it's about following your own advice.
Right,
You
right,
know,
Well,
right,
you've
exactly.
it
you've
is.
got to
I
take
can give you fire advice all day long,
it.
but
But
as
that's
far as me
it.
following it, mm-mm,
I
It's
don't
all
follow
never,
very
none of
never
well
do.
trying to.
those.
It's all very well trying to take care of that person when you love and care about them, but in order to do that, you've got to take care of yourself first. Otherwise, it's the blind leading the blind.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the thing. I feel like I'm good. Like I'm good. I'm fine. And I would rather have a wall up and just deal with people on the surface than to have to get too much into their emotions because I feel like I'm good. Like I don't want your shit to rub off on me. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to get that together before you even get into a relationship with anybody. But
Yeah.
like some people don't understand that and it's okay at first and you feel like, "Oh, I can help this person. I could, talk them out of it." But then when it takes so long, it's almost like you hurting your own self because they hurting you and you trying to help them.
Hmm.
Yep.
And that's when you've got to give yourself self-care and recognize what is and what isn't okay. I mean, I mentioned before that I did this class with the women's group called My Life, and one of the things that we discussed in there was what is it that makes you feel safe? What are your warning signs that you are not okay, that this situation is not okay? Because you do have to look after yourself. You know,
Well, that's what I'm
you
saying.
are not responsible for that other person's feelings and whatever it is that they're dealing with. You can only offer them in advice in terms of what they need to do to help themselves, but you cannot then personally take on their issues for them, otherwise it then begins to affect you.
Right. So if you get when you first meet somebody, right? You think everything's good with that person until you done invested your time into them, and then
Mm-hmm.
their old stuff starts resurfacing from the previous relationship that they had, and then it's brought into your relationship. You get what I'm saying? So how can you back
Mm-hmm.
out once you get so invested into somebody? It's hard to back out of it because you
Yep.
have taken on their stuff. So now their issues are your issues, which is why I say I don't be feeling like I got time. Like I'm trying to figure out what type of person you are mentally first. So we can be
Right.
friends and you can tell me about all your issues, but guess what? I'm not emotionally or mentally attached to you to where I feel like your problems is gonna hurt me.
That is
Mm-hmm.
why it is better. Like, I see people rushing into relationships, and I'm going to hold my hand up and say I have been guilty of the same thing, rushing into things before really getting to know a person and what's really deep beneath the surface before you decide to go and actually get into a full blown relationship with that person. So, one thing that I can take away from my previous relationships is slow down, take
Yep.
time to know what's really going on before I get into something and then I end up hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was a hot mess when my partner left me. Because I done bonded with his son and his father, and he met my father. You know, we were like so deep in it. And then he just walked away with no explanation. And now he sees me out on the street and he runs a mile because he
Yep.
can't handle. He knows that he had something real with me and I would have been there for him no matter what, but he wasn't strong enough to tackle his emotional issues and tell me what was really going on. So he just walked away. And now he can't handle it when he sees me, but that's not my problem. So when I see him, I smile and I hold my head high because I know I did nothing wrong. And those are the things that he has to deal with, not me. Mixed Bone,
Right.
what's the matter?
Well, I'm gonna pull up this
Let me go on mute.
just in case a lot of people get domestic violence misconstrued on what it is. I guess I'm gonna try to do this screen share. Let me see. Hold up.
I'm trying to whilst I'm talking, I'm trying to read the chat at the same time. So I think maybe for those who are not on the Hangouts, maybe we've got to try and like address what questions and comments are being made in the chat as well, so that everybody can feel included.
So can y'all see my screen? Okay.
Yeah, I can see your screen.
All right. So now let's decipher this domestic violence thing. Can y'all see this?
Yeah, I can see.
Or
Yeah,
is
I
the
can see
screen
it.
okay? So let me see.
Let me mute myself.
All right. So we got domestic violence right here. And did y'all know that y'all can get domestic violence with family members too? I didn't know that. That was one thing I didn't know.
Yeah, domestic abuse is domestic abuse. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be a friend, it could be family, it could be a partner. Abuse is abuse, whether
And
it be
that's what it's saying right
emotional
here.
or whatever. It's abuse. And the worst kind sometimes can be from your family because they're the ones that you expect that is gonna take care of you and protect you.
And see, I didn't know that it would come from. I didn't know that they considered domestic violence as family violence, though. Because I know when people go to jail, they put it as, what do they put it as? Oh my God, I can't think of what's the name of it for when they have a domestic case around here. Oh, I can't think of it. Because I know they call it, I know it's domestic when it's a man and a woman. Damn, what is it when they go to jail for abuse around here? But my thing is though, I want to know, let me see. Domestic violence is violence or another abuse. And But I exactly want to know what actually makes a motherfucker, and I'm going to call him that, think that they can put their hands on another grown person and think that it's going to be okay. That's what I
Hurt,
want to know.
hurt people, hurt people. So maybe they do got some stuff going on that you don't know about. Because most of the time, if somebody is cool with themselves, they don't have nothing going on, they're not really gonna lash out. But most of the time, it's the people that have built up like anger or whatever, and they own stuff going on. They tend to be the ones that like always want to start something or always talking trash or whatever.
And that's what I don't get. Like, okay, if you used to this going on around you and you know how it made you feel throughout life, why would you put somebody else in that situation? That's what I don't get. If
You
you've
know
been
what?
abused all your life, why
Because
would
it's
you try to
normal
put
to
that on
them.
somebody else?
It's
There's so
normal
many
to
different
them.
reasons. There's so many different reasons for why people do the things that they do. But in the long run, we can only be responsible for how we react and how we deal with the matter, and whether that is staying in the situation trying to make it work, or if it's getting the hell out.
And what is the purpose of being scared to get the hell up out of there? Why? Why be scared to leave a motherfucker? Okay, I understand that they paying this, they paying that. What you scared of being alone?
There's many reasons. That's another thing that we touched on in the course that I did. A lot of the reasons, it can be a cultural thing. It depends on where you're from, where you're coming from, what background you have. It can be a cultural thing. It can be control via money. That person may be the breadwinner in the house, and they, they give you an allowance. They start controlling you by cutting off what money they're gonna give you or not gonna give you. There's all sorts of different methods that an abuser uses to
Mental,
keep you there.
like emotional, mental abuse or whatever.
Yeah, it's so many different things that they can use to keep you there. And at the time, it's not about why is this person scared to leave. How do they even see that the situation is wrong, or how do they even see a way out? They can't even see a way out sometimes. That's why sometimes people end up taking their own lives because they can't see a way out of the situation. That's how bad it gets.
Do
Because
y'all see how
family
high the
members,
population?
abusers, they even threaten family members. If you leave me, I'm gonna hurt the kids. If you leave me, I'm gonna tell everybody you've been doing X, Y, and Z. If you leave me, I'm gonna put these pictures out about you. It's manipulation, it's bullying. There's so many different tactics as to why a person will stay in an abusive situation.
That's crazy. Look how high the percentage is in India, though. Look how high that shit is.
Oh, India don't be playing them games, honey. Them India women, you better stay close.
28% sexual assault.
That's because I think it's because their culture is different. I mean, I don't know because I think. Am I right, Sharice? Like
But if
certain.
you gotta hit a bitch in the head and take that little booty from her, then that means you don't need it.
Well, I think they don't. I don't think the men think like that, or like the women don't think like that.
Come here, bitch. Give me that ass. If you ain't gonna give it to me, I'm gonna punch you in the head and I'm gonna take it from you.
Yeah,
That's
a lot.
basically what you should say.
It can
You
be a
know, a
cultural
lot of
thing.
people have arranged marriages. So if your family can arrange your marriage for you from your birth, then you really don't have control over what goes on around you or like what happens to you, especially like girls.
That's crazy, man. And you think that domestic violence was high here. It ain't even as high in the United States as it is anywhere else. So that'll make you scared to go to these different countries, though, just to visit. Because that means that you are a target to be raped, beat on, and whatever else.
There's a lot going on in the world, and this is the thing that when you're in your situation and you come through your situation, you've got to not just look at what's going on around you, but you've got to look around the world to see what's really going on, because then you really get a greater sense of I really am not the only one. And it's actually in some places a hell of a lot worse. Not to say that what we went through is nothing, because it's something to us, but there is so much going on in the world in terms of abuse. There's girls in different countries that can't even go to the toilet in the middle of the night because the toilets are outside, and if they go out to the toilets, they're getting raped. These things
Yeah.
happen. There's FGM, female genitalia mutilization.
Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah,
heard
I heard
about
about
that.
that.
Well,
So
how
much
many
going on. There's so much different
where
kinds of
does that
abuse.
take place in? Other than I think it
Africa.
takes place in Africa, but
Africa,
what other?
India, lots of different countries
Yeah,
out.
they said that the woman's little poopa, it ain't made for satisfaction. It's made to reproduce babies. So they sew up the little part that creates satisfaction. So the only thing that a woman is made to do actually is reproduce babies and clean up for a man.
Hey, Miss
That's why
Niche.
their work
Hello.
is different.
Hey,
How
Hey,
you doing,
gal.
man?
I didn't want to interrupt. Hello,
Oh
everybody.
no, you good? Just speak your piece. What I'm tripping off of is how them Africans do they women. Like you're not finna cut my poo poo. apart and sew it back together? No. Hell
Well,
no.
they
No.
circumcise. They do
Yeah,
circumcise
it is
boys a
crazy.
different way too. Like they circumcise them in the open, right? I think I seen a documentary on that.
What, they get castrated?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
they do that at a certain age, like 12 or 13. It's
yeah.
like a ritual they go through when they
Mm.
become a man.
Mm-mm.
So some
That
boys
ain't
go through
becoming
that.
no man.
Yeah,
That is
that's crazy.
not becoming a man. You's not finna cut my woman parts off or sew my woman parts up for what?
They sew it up to make sure you're a virgin
When you're married.
when you
No.
get married.
They
Yeah,
sew
they
it up so
I
you
don't know
won't get
why
the
they cut it
sensation
off.
up out of there.
Well,
They
I
don't
thought they
want you
sew
to.
up. I thought they sew up the actual, um, the other part
No, they sew up
inside.
that part where that sensation is.
I thought they cut that part, and then they see. I'm gonna have to do my research on this.
I do believe
No.
that they cut that part and then they sew it up. So that yeah, all that's left there is the exit for a baby. Um, and they actually take those girls and marry them off very young, like the age of I don't know, from nine years old. Some of them
Hmm.
upwards. That's what they do, and
As
they give them
soon as
to
they
big
born.
big grown men with their big grown parts, and these poor girls have no choice. They have no choice. That's what I'm saying. Some people just have no choice whatsoever in life, and it's
How you
sad.
spell cash?
I'm gonna go on mute, y'all. I'm gonna go on
That's
mute.
that's crazy. Like, you castrate all these women. Like, for what though? You know? That's what I don't get.
A
I don't
sense of control.
no.
It's just a sense of control.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that goes back to beating on a woman.
And
Like,
it's all part of
why? For
some
what?
culture. That's part of some of those culture. So it just goes back to the reasons why they do what they do. Some of it is cultural, some of it is learned behavior, some of it is just the sense of having control over others. It's so many reasons why, and I just want to point out on here, because I know we're not being sexist on here, but it's not just females that go through this. Males go through it too.
Oh, you
Women
are most
beat
definitely
on
right.
men so badly, they do.
It's
You
They
are most
do.
sad.
definitely right. It is.
It's
It does go
sad.
both ways. A lot of men just they don't speak about it as
Mhm.
much as women do.
Mhm. Because they feel
That's
emasculated if they speak on it.
yes. I mean, it's embarrassing for any sex. I mean, it's it's embarrassing. That's the only way that I can explain it. Like I know for me personally, like I didn't tell a lot of my family and friends and kept it to myself. Tried to cover up stuff.
Mhm. Yep, that's with anything though. Domestic, whether it be domestic, rape, whatever, addiction, all that shit. You know, the way that they make in the world nowadays, anything that you go through be embarrassing.
Mhm.
But if we all experience the shit, how the fuck is it embarrassing? That's what I don't get. Like, if
Cause
you've
it's
been
supposed to
raped,
be something that's pushed up under the rug. Cause it's like it from way back. They push it under the rug because sometimes it could have been a family member. Sometimes it could have been like a close friend of the family. So they just don't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
yeah, like rape, they push it under the rug. What else? When I said addiction, it gets swept under the rug.
Sometimes
Abuse, it
as
gets swept
well.
under the rug.
Sometimes as well, Keita, and the rest of you, the things that people have experienced, the stuff that people go through is so traumatizing that trauma alone doesn't allow for them to tell their story, to tell somebody what's happened. their brain, part of their brain actually just shuts off as
Push it.
part
Yeah,
of a
you push
defense
it. You
mechanism.
right. You kind of push it to the back and you file
Yep.
it away and you never think about it again. And you know what?
Mhm.
The same thing happened to me. Um, I was molested by my mom's boyfriend from time I want to say I was like I hadn't turned 10 yet. Up
No.
until like my early teen years, and I never told her. I never told her. Do y'all know when I actually told her? I was 30 years old. So I just told her like 2 years ago. And I made sure all my aunts were there. Because my mom is the type of person, she don't want to, sweep it under the rug. Don't want to talk about it. No, that didn't happen. Yeah, it did. So
Mhm.
I made
Mm.
sure I had all my aunts in the room with me. And I told everybody at one time because I wanted everybody to know at the same time. I didn't want nothing to get twisted up. I wanted to see, to let everybody know, okay, this is what happened to me. And I didn't tell y'all because I was embarrassed. And one of my aunts was like,
Yeah.
well, you could have came to me and told me. And this is the aunt that I eventually ended up staying with because the relationship with my mom went bad. She was like, well, you could have came to me and told me, we closer than that. And I was like, but I didn't want to tell you because it's embarrassing. Like, that's embarrassing. I feel like it makes you feel like dirty almost. Like when you tell
Mhm.
somebody that, you feel like they're gonna look at you like you dirty, like you less than. That's why you don't
Yep.
tell nobody. And then
Yep.
even when I started living with my aunt, I think I was probably like 16, 17. I still never told anybody. And even with me being 30, I was scared to tell everybody. I was like, heart was beating. I was like, I don't know what they gonna say. I don't know how they gonna feel about this. I was like, just forget it. I'm gonna tell everybody because I gotta get it off my chest. I'm tired of like this this weighing on me. Like I need to tell everybody, this is what happened. Y'all didn't know about it, and this is why me and her don't have the best
Keita.
relationship. And I mean, that's how people do. They push it. They push it under the rug. They don't want to talk about it.
Mhm.
Well,
Yep.
Go Rose, I
It's
most
basic.
definitely can relate to your story. I was molested as a child as well, and I waited till I was 30 years old to tell my mom. It was by a family friend, someone that I called my god brother, which was her godson, and she left me, in his care a lot, when she was like in her 20s and stuff, and she her reaction was, it was like a mother's reaction, but she blamed herself a lot, and that's was one of the biggest reasons why I never told her or didn't want to tell her, because I didn't want her to blame herself for something that she couldn't control.
Right.
And
Right.
it was
But you
extremely
know what?
hard. Go ahead, Kita.
No, you finish up what you said.
No, I was just gonna say it was extremely hard to tell. Even at that age and
Yeah,
having
and
kids now, like it's just I
you
understand that whole embarrassing.
right. You feel like
It's just embarrassing.
and then you feel like you're gonna break the family up. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt
Exactly.
like at that time, if she had to choose, by me telling her that if she had to choose, I felt like she would have chose him. That's like how that's how much we were not on the same page with stuff. I felt like she would have chose him, and then I would have been, you know, like back wherever she wanted me to be at.
Mhm.
Right.
I have something
But
to tell you, ladies.
I, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go back on mute, y'all.
After Keita's done, I'm gonna tell you guys something.
Well, yeah, cause see, I got a story that's gonna relate to Miss Nish and Gold Rose. When I
Okay, go
lost my virginity, I thought that I was just gonna lose my virginity. It was gonna be over with. You know how people portray it in movies. You're supposed to go Lose your virginity to somebody. Oh my God, it's gonna be
Butterflies
music.
and
You're right.
yes, yes, Keita. Butterflies and fireworks and just oh my
Science.
God, it's so romantic. That shit is they be
Science.
lying. They be lying.
Science.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
they so lied. They had so
I
lied
remember
because I got raped.
exactly.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
they raped me for my little virginity. And the bad part about it was, okay, granted, the dude I lost my virginity to, I had like the biggest crush on him all my life. I lost my virginity to the dude, but technically I didn't because while I'm laying there waiting for the dude to come in the room, his homeboy slide up in there and he was like, "Oh yeah, boom, boom, bam." I said, "Man, get off me, gone, get off me, dude, move, move." I can remember the shit like it happened yesterday. That's the bad part about it. I remember everything like this, like it was something that, like me just hollering at Buddy a minute ago about him to not do whatever the hell he was doing, but that's how dude did whatever the hell he did to me. But I got to school the next day, and like, mind y'all, now I was just in the ninth grade. The whole school heard about it. Oh, you this and you that, but y'all don't know that the dude done raped me and took my little virginity from me. Y'all don't know that because I told him no repeatedly the whole time he was on top of me. Y'all don't know
That's
that.
terrible.
Y'all don't know that. So here's my thing. If they was to ever, like, people that I went to school with back then, if they was to ever get on my YouTube channel, they would find out that I really got raped by dude. Because then a couple of years later, when I finally decided to start talking about the whole situation that happened, I found out that the dude had got shot. Somebody had killed him and left him wherever the hell they left him at. They left him for dead somewhere.
That's terrible. But you reap what you sow. I don't wish death on
Exactly.
anybody. But
I don't
and it's
wish.
crazy because
Exactly.
I don't mean to cut you off. It's crazy because I just literally recently found out that my abuser has suffered. Mind you, he's what 6 years older than me, so he's still in his 30s.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, still in his 30s, and um, he has actually suffered two heart attacks and is unable to walk right now. And I mean, and it's crazy. I didn't know how to feel about it because it's like, you carry around this rage and this anger
Hmm.
after being abused, but the type of person that I am, I don't wish bad on
No
anybody.
harm. Exactly. You don't wish that stuff, but then once it happens to him, be like, damn,
You reap
the
what you
shit that
sow.
you did. Exactly. What you did to me and what you did to other people, because ain't no telling what you did to other people. Because if you did some hurtful, like traumatizing shit to me, I know you did it to somebody else. So whatever done
Exactly.
happened to you, God had your days numbered.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
He had your days numbered. And when that dude got shot and they killed him, I said, I hate to say it like this, and I told, we all grew up together, and even a friend had came to see me after he left his funeral, and that's when I finally started talking about it. It's like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I told the whole story. He was like, I didn't know that it happened like that because we was actually at his house when it happened. And I told the story, and he was like, well, I didn't know it happened like that. Yeah, it happened like that. That was what, 14 years ago. I remember it. I remember it like it was yesterday. You reap what you sow, like you said, Miss Nish. Whatever you do to somebody, best believe your days are numbered, and karma's a bitch, and it will come back and it will find you. It will find you. I am a firm believer of whatever you do to somebody, it's always gonna come back to you, whether you think you slicking that person or not. Well, yeah, I'm finna do this to such and such. I'm finna get over on such and such, 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 such. Okay, do it. Do
And
it.
it's crazy that you say that because like that's something that I also struggle with like my domestic violence situation. Like I've not been the best individual as far as like being in relationships. Like I just the situation that I just explained as a child that caused me to how it caused me to not be able to deal with relationships a certain way. So I felt like once I got into this situation and there was games that was played, I feel like this was my payback for all the bad things that I've done. Like I felt like my abuse was something that I deserved just from things that I've done to other people.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it's just like an ongoing cycle. Like things was done to me as a child, which caused me to be a certain way and not really care about nobody's
Yep.
feelings but mine. And then in return, I felt like the domestic abuse was something that I got from being the way that I was. Like it's crazy. I know it may sound crazy to you, but
No, it makes
I
sense. It makes a lot of sense to me because I think about things that way too. Like I've been done so wrong for so long. What are you gonna do? You gonna have your guard up. Got your guard up. So in your mind you thinking, I'm gonna get you before you get me. That's
exactly.
how that's how it
Yep.
all plays out.
Mhm.
Get you before you get me.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
let
And
me tell you
so
about that though. Like with that, with the get you before you get me, I used to feel that same way until I started talking about what happened because I used to be like super just like don't I ain't fooling with you, don't talk to me, like angry type of person I guess you would say. And I would start conflict.
mm-hmm.
So after I started talking to someone in a professional setting, then I felt like I was talking to someone that was neutral. She didn't know what happened. I could tell her
Mhm.
everything that happened, and she wouldn't judge me because she's neutral. And as soon as I started talking to
Right.
her, I'm telling y'all, I felt so much better. I started looking at stuff different. I kind of started feeling like, okay, I really don't care about what nobody else talking about. And it may sound selfish, right? Because it
Mm-hmm.
sounds selfish to me. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm not going to put myself out there to be um, too vulnerable
Yeah.
Right.
because
Mm-hmm.
of what, you know what I'm saying? So that's why half the time I really don't. It kind of sound like I said, it sounds selfish, but that's
Mm-mm.
why I was telling you earlier, Sharice, like with that whole thing, with the domestic stuff, I don't even put myself out there to be that way. I feel like if I'm getting a good vibe from somebody, I'll roll with it that way. But I'm still not gonna be too vulnerable to the point where I'm telling you stuff that I don't feel like you need to know at that point.
Right.
Cause
Right.
you're not gonna use my
Bingo.
problems on me.
Yeah. It's
You
not
you're not
selfish.
Exactly.
Not
because
selfish
I've
at
had
all.
that done before. You're not gonna say, "Oh, well, you are the way you are because of your childhood. You fucked up like you fucked up because of your childhood and the way you was raised." No, you're not gonna use that on me
Uh huh. Uh huh.
because I should have never told you that in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
and
not.
they will. They
It's not
will.
Yeah,
selfish. It's for
they
protection.
will.
Knowing what it is that you need. You know what it is that's gonna hurt you, so you put um provisions in place so that that doesn't happen, so that people can't use things to hurt you. You don't give them the weapon. You don't give them the stick to beat you with.
Yep. Don't give them a
Like,
crutch.
I'm not gonna give you the gun and then provide you with the bullets to shoot
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
me. You know,
Yep.
I'm not gonna give you the ammo. I mean, you might be holding the gun, but I'm not gonna give you no ammo to shoot me with. Are you kidding me?
Bingo.
Are you crazy?
Bingo. Because that's basically all you doing in certain relationships. Because a lot of people don't care about what you went through.
Right.
They
They
just
don't.
out for they just out for the crutch, the success, the goddamn or clout. And that's just clout in your town that they can get,
And
you
you know
know.
as well,
With
sometimes you can be in a relationship with somebody who is from a different walk of life to you. And although that's your spouse, that's your partner or whatever, you sometimes don't feel like you can allow yourself to tell them these things because they wouldn't get it, they wouldn't understand it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But like I said, but no, but sometimes it's not even about the walk of life that you take. Like I said, some people just deal with you for the clout that they can get. Like,
Mm,
think about it.
Some people deal with you because they already know
Uh,
that you're vulnerable anyway, and they feel like they're gonna take advantage of that, you know.
For
So they
sure.
kind of take
mm-hmm.
care of people they
It's
feel
that
like are weak,
control.
right?
Yeah.
It's
Because you
that
can pick
control
But
somebody,
you,
factor.
but
you can pick somebody out of a crowd, and I know what
And you
it
can
look
do
uh,
that.
like. You can pick somebody out of a crowd and look like I guarantee you I can walk up to this person, and I get what I want to get out of them
For
because they
sure.
look like they naive,
yeah.
you know.
But now you fool with a lame person though. Fool with somebody that ain't got a name throughout your town. Okay, try doing that. Fool with somebody that ain't got a name. Fool with a lame. Okay. Now, see how quick that lame get a name when they start dealing with you. Like if your name is known throughout town, you known to be this type of gal or whatever. See how quick they bubble real fast. See how quick they come
It's
up.
almost like kind of like with the like women or whatever, right? So if you dating a guy, and then it's like once a guy is unavailable, then everybody else want him too because you
Of
dating them,
course.
right?
Of course.
Yeah, just
You can
cause
have
your name.
the wackest, lamest nobody, and I swear to God,
Ever.
as soon as you're dating them, it's like, oh, I wonder why she's with him. So let's
Bingo.
let's figure that out.
Right, and then they start pushing up on them, and then before you know it, he looking at it like, "Oh, I'm somebody."
I'm somebody. Oh
Like, no, you
yes.
not
Uh huh.
nobody.
Uh huh.
Cause as soon
Look
as you do
here.
that,
Look
she
here.
gonna
Preaching
realize
to
that
the
you
choir.
nobody.
Get the feeling they
Y'all
stuff
preaching to the
Mhm.
choir.
and
Cause
be
I
some
went through
smooth
that.
lames.
Y'all preaching to the choir because I went through that shit.
I
Y'all
most
laughing
definitely
about
have
that
as
shit.
well.
That shit happened to me like recently. Like a bitch, like, she wanted to be my friend, blah, shit, blah. But me and her had been cool. You know what I'm saying? I moved here from a whole nother place that I was at for like 16 years. Moved here. We was cool, whatever, whatever, whatnot. And so just like last year, she decided, oh, okay, well, your nigga do this, your nigga do that. Hmm. Hmm. Let me see what I can get up out of. Can I get the key to treatment for $100? No, you can't. Because what you do, you played yourself. So where is he at now? He's not even dealing with you no more, bitch. You running behind him now. And he's running behind me. But that's neither here nor there. But at the same time, bitch, why? Like, why would you even stoop to that level and try to do certain
Because
things like that? I don't,
because you had him.
and exactly. That's why I don't deal with females for
Females.
real, for real.
Yeah, you gotta keep
Mm-hmm.
your head on swivel for real because find somebody want when you know they will.
well, ladies,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you something.
The back there is so smooth. Huh?
I want to tell you, well, tell all of you who's listening. I want to tell you something. I'm sure you would have heard if you've watched my live before. I talked about my holiday when I went to New York when I was 7, and how I didn't have a very good time. Well, one of the
Yeah.
main reasons why I didn't have a very good time was because my older cousin, I think he was about 16 at the time, if I remember rightly, was trying some strange shit with me. Um,
Mm-hmm.
there was various occasions. And I remember them very clearly. And I was very shy and innocent, and I was 7 years old. But I remember being in the shower with, I think it was one of his sisters, because we was kids. You have a shower with girls when you're younger. And she finished in the shower. His mum was there. She was washing us down and looking after us as mothers do. She got out and
Mhm.
I was still washing, and he came to the bathroom acting like he was coming to talk to his mum, and he kept peeping on me. And when I hid behind the curtain and was making noise about it because I was uncomfortable, he then proceeded to look round the other side of the curtain. He kept looking at me. And he would do lots of strange things like that. And one day we were down in the basement because they had a bedroom that was in the basement as well, because it was a big family, big house. And I was sat downstairs watching cartoons. It was Real Monsters on Nickelodeon. I sat on the bed watching it, and he came downstairs trying to make small talk conversation with me. He could see I was very shy and innocent, and it's those shy and innocent children that they prey on. And he sat on the bed beside me, and I moved up because I was uncomfortable. And he moved up closer, and every time I moved up, he would move up closer to me. And it's because my grandmother came downstairs that he stopped what he was trying to do, and she came and got me. And there was another occasion where I went upstairs to sleep over with my cousins, and they had set up 4 beds, and he was in the one that was next to me. And he was laying there with the covers up to his face, and all I could see was his beady eyes peering down on me. Very strange behavior that was going on, and I felt very uncomfortable. Now, he never actually physically touched me apart from the time when we were in the car, and he was sitting on the right side, I was sitting on the left side, and his sister was in the middle, and he had his arm reached around the back and he kept touching my shoulder. I knew what he was trying to do, but I was very young and I didn't know say that something was wrong. This has bothered me for years. I'm now 29, but I tell you this today, and I declare it, that as soon as I have my money together and I do some research and digging and find out whereabouts he is living now, I am going to take a flight and I'm going to confront him and tell him that what the hell he did was wrong.
Yeah, you're right. And I pretty much know why your grandma came down there. Why they would put y'all in the same
Yes,
room
he knew
with a
something.
boy. She knew, cause like you cannot leave older teenagers with younger kids. You know, like especially if
Nope.
you got a feeling about the older teenager. Yeah. Hold on, she gotta
Right.
tell me something, y'all. Hold on.
He was constantly doing things like that. His sisters always used to be, stop, stop, leave me alone, stop. He was constantly messing with his sisters. And there had another sister that was 1 year older than him, and she was very quiet. And I heard through the grapevine some years back that he had a daughter with a young lady, and the young lady picked up that little girl and took her, and she moved to Canada, and he doesn't see that child anymore. And I wonder why. But I'm going to go to him and tell him that what the hell he did was wrong. I'm going to confront him and tell him about it because that is just disgusting.
As you should.
If
Most
you were
definitely.
to get in touch with some of those people, I wonder if your cousins would tell you now at this age if anything happened with them because they lived in the house with him. And if he did that to you and you were just visiting, you can imagine like why was his sister so shy? She older than him.
Yeah.
But adults have a discernment when it comes to uh older kids. Well, not all the time, but if they feel like it, if they kind of look at them different, like you suspect, they won't leave them with children. They won't.
He was very sneaky though, Gold Rose. He picked his moments. Like I was downstairs by myself watching cartoons, minding my own business, and he found his way down there. And my grandma,
Right. That's not your fault at all.
they know, and she had that feeling in her gut, and she kept coming down. Every time I was alone, so much she kept coming to find me. Because sure enough, he would be there.
And the sad
Hmm.
part about like
Repo.
kid abusers is like 9 times out of 10 it's been done to them and they just repeat a cycle. So it's like it's crazy. Like most times if you do confront and you talk to your abuser, you may find out that it happened to them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And that's all it is.
And not making excuses because wrong is wrong, but it's just
Right.
when you're a kid, it's a different, it's different. Cause it's like, where do they even get this
Mhm.
behavior from? You know, like,
They have to get it from somewhere. It starts somewhere, and it basically what they said. Everything that happens starts at home.
right. But I had
Everything that
to
happens to
come to
you starts at home.
that realization with my own abuser, because we both were children at the time. But I mean, he was a little bit older than me, but it's still, you know, he was still a child, and it's like, where do you even? I had to really sit and think about that. Like, where do you even learn this behavior from?
Grown up. That's where he learned it from. He learned it from the grown ups. That's the only place that you can learn it from. That's like watching TV. You learn stuff from TV. You learn from TV or grown ups. You know, simple as that.
Um,
There's
I'm just reading the chat real quick. Um, being a real man does not mean you don't have issues as well. We can front as men that are. Okay, I just want to say something. V Dub Boogie. I see. I've reading your comments. Now I'm not agreeing or disagreeing or getting into anything. But in terms of people being toxic, I mean, I think that everybody goes through things in life which is gonna affect them in some kind of way, whether it be man or woman. And yes, it is about working together in order to work through these things. But sometimes
Buddy,
into a relationship with somebody else,
buddy,
you've got to work on yourself first. And
come here.
people have hidden layers beneath them, which is why I was saying earlier on in the chat. I don't know if you were here, but I was saying earlier that
Sit.
I just lost my train of thought. I was saying, what was I saying about people working on stuff on themselves?
Working on themselves.
Yeah, working on themselves basically before they
What
they
you
get.
basically trying to say? We don't all. Let me sum it up for you because you saying a lot of words. Let me sum it up for you. Just because you went through a bad relationship and you have issues with one particular person, you shouldn't have to take those issues out on the next person. You should at least try to learn something different from the other person.
Right. That's what I was
And
saying.
That's
what was the comment again? Because I'm cooking. What was the comment?
I'm trying to
uh B Dub Boogie has said that everybody is toxic. And that's what she was touching on. But my thing is though,
It's how
right,
you
you
deal
can't
with
love
it. It's
everybody
how you
until you
deal.
love yourself.
right.
But you have
It's
to
individual. However you deal with it yourself, you got to know how to deal with toxic people. And if you don't want to deal with them,
right.
then don't. You know.
But not everybody is toxic. Cause you can love yourself. You can love the hell out of yourself. Cause guess what? I love me some me. I love Keita like a motherfucker. But at the same time, I don't want to let that guard down and let somebody in to actually love me if they don't love themselves or they out to hurt me. And you can tell who is out to hurt you and who ain't out to hurt.
No
Well,
doubt.
And we have all now. True enough. Let me go back to his comment. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
With
I guess
Let
he's
me grab
saying.
my
I guess
phone.
he's saying that is toxic. Like you not putting your guard down. But the only people that are not would not be toxic are like younger kids. You know what I'm saying? He right. Everybody got their own stuff, but it's how you have dealt with your stuff and how you have dealt with other
No,
people
but
and they stuff.
now he said he take experience with him with every relationship, and I see the signs, and I know what will come next. But now, B Dub Boogie, now you cannot say that the next thing is going to be taken to the next relationship. We can speculate. We can speculate and think that that's going to happen within the next relationship, but it won't. Or it might not. It may happen. And that's what I go through with myself. You know what I'm saying? Well, I've seen this done to me before. And I'm going to just push away because I've seen somebody do this to me before. But it might not be how things are going to play out. But see, that's the problem. That is the problem right there. You always think that the next person is going to be like the next person.
Well, let me
And
ask you
we
guys
can't,
this.
that's not
Do,
about growth. You have
do
to let
y'all
she
think,
go.
like, when okay, like with older people, right? Older people that, like 50s, 60s, 70s, older people, right? Just like your uncle the other day.
We got a lot of older people in here in the chat.
Look, straightforward. They straightforward. They don't really care about how they seem when they say stuff. And that's kind of how you get as you get older. Like, you form your own opinion. You know what you're going to put up with and what you're not going to put up with. That's
Right,
kind of like experience as you get older.
right.
And you don't have to deal with somebody that's
Hmm.
toxic. And you don't have to bring that into a new relationship. You can fix that before
That
you go
that
in.
A
that
very
ain't
large,
nobody that's being in their older age. That's hell. That's anybody.
a
I
very
know if I
large,
don't want to deal with you, goddamn it, I'm not finna deal with you.
a very
Kita,
large.
that's because we older. I know I'm not dealing with nobody if I don't
I
want
ain't
to.
gotta be in my fifties to know I ain't gotta deal with you.
Some people do, girl. They got to be older. They got to be older. I think we
When
on the same track though, cause I'm not gonna deal with nobody if I don't
when
have
it,
to, especially if they got issues.
when it
Wait a
comes
minute, who
down,
trying to talk?
when it
Now
comes,
I keep hearing somebody saying when it coming
they keep trying to,
when it.
I was just trying to say something really quickly. I was just quickly going to say that when it comes down to loving yourself, a great part of it is knowing what you deserve and knowing what is acceptable to you and what you're willing to accept. That is a great part of loving yourself.
Right,
No doubt.
exactly, exactly. And see, you saying women that's in their 50s and things like that, but a lot of women before they hit 50 and 40 know what they want and what they expect because you have to live that life to know what you want and what you expect throughout life. You have to
Yeah,
run
yeah.
into the right type of people, you know?
Well, I was just using that as an example. Just like when you was on live the other day, and your uncle, when you was asking him about the Kanika thing, and he was like, well, whatever, whatever. A lot of people would not have said that, Not they would have thought about
Mm,
somebody, they would have thought about what should I say or how should I say about it. And we need to be more like that. Like, I really ain't. I'm just gonna say what I want to say. That's how we should
Right.
be.
Don't hesitate to speak.
all right, so hold on, y'all. Hold on. We got wait a minute, two things in the chat. Can
I
y'all
was
hear me?
chat. Hey chat.
So it says, hold on. Experience is the best teacher. But at the same time, that's just like life. Life teaches you a bunch of things, but do we learn from life? No, we don't. We don't learn. But at the same time, that's what life is all about. Lessons. Life teaches you lessons. That's why we live to make our mistakes or whatever. Just like in a relationship. If it don't work out, it's about lessons, mistakes, everything else like that. We learn from everything that we go through. So necessarily, just because you went through something with one person, don't mean you're gonna go through the same thing with the next person. It's only how you make it. And you gotta wait a minute. Hold on. And if your guard stays up, what will you see? You'll see a lot if you leave your guard up. You will see a lot.
Well,
You can't
now,
just let your guard down and just let everybody in like that because that makes you like some type of vulnerable
I mean,
to being
with
hurt.
up, I don't think if your guard is all the way up, me personally, if my guard is all the way up, I don't think that I'm gonna see a whole lot because I am missing the good as well as seeing the bad. Um, so like Mixbone was saying in the comments about having your guard halfway up, I commented back in the chat and saying being sensibly open. That means being open to things, having something good in your life, but being sensible about it. So yeah, God being halfway up for me. Everybody's different because everybody's had different experiences. But I'm a hopeless romantic and I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm trying to
Oh,
but I'm not putting myself out here to get hurt. But at the same time, I'm not gonna have my guard all the way up because then I'm gonna miss my blessings.
No doubt. You are absolutely right about that, Sharice.
But you know when to let your guard down, and you know when to let it down, and you know when to keep it up.
I got my
That's
guard
the
up
thing about it.
in Fort Knox.
Right.
You know when to let it down, and you know when to keep it up, because you'll feel that something come over you to say, "Hey, let your guard down,"
Right.
or "Hey, let
And
it
you'll see
halfway
like
down."
that.
You'll feel that,
Right. Right.
and you'll feel exactly. You'll feel that red flag to say, "Leave it up. Don't
Hmm.
let it down."
You recognize the signs, the warning signs.
Exactly. Exactly. Like B Dub Boogie said, but see, he's saying he leaves his guard up here point blank. Basically, is what I gathered.
I suppose it's all tailored
Oh,
to
you
your
walk.
own.
Okay, when I walk in with my guard down, it's actions that's trigger my. Oh, okay, okay. Well. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, well, okay. So now, what if that person had? Okay, V Dub Boogie. Here's my question to you. What if that person showed action that you seen in a previous relationship, and just because of experience, you put your guard back up? Now, what if that person does not do that next action that you thought that they would do? What would you do? How would you feel? That's what I want to know. You think that something gonna happen and it doesn't happen? How would you feel? Right? Nobody has anything for me. Nobody. Hello. Am I alone?
Oh, I didn't know you was talking to us. I thought you was
I
asking
mean, I
me.
was just trying to see if y'all had anything to say about it.
Um. Well,
I'm lost.
maybe
I'm
if I
sorry.
see certain stuff, then I might start being suspicious and start, watching what they do. But if it's like a trend, then I'm not gonna waste my time with that because it's more than
Hold
likely
on.
gonna
Miss
turn into
Joyce
something
is
else.
Miss Niche and Gold Rose too. Okay, keep on. Sorry
Now
about
I'm
that.
always gonna watch. I'm always gonna watch somebody just because I don't know. I put my faith in people too much, so I'm always gonna keep my eyes open and watch behavior and comments. People will tell you, they'll show you who they really are. You just gotta pay
Hmm.
attention to them.
Yep, exactly. Uh, Big Spoon, you can see a lot with your guard up. I see a lot. I see a lot when I have my guard up,
Yeah, they
and
just you.
that's one thing that lets me know whether I want to take my guard down.
Okay, question, Peter. I've got a question for you. With your guard up, do you see? What do you see? Do you see positive? Do you see negative? Do you see mostly negative? What do you see with your guard up? Let's take it from a perspective of somebody who says they have their guard up. What is it that you see?
I see everything. I look at everything from every angle. I see it with the negative. I see it with the positive. I look at everything with every angle possible. You know. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay. See, I don't
But
agree. It's down to everybody's
I
personal
look.
experience.
Huh?
I said I don't agree or disagree with how people see things because it's down to their own personal experience. It's just interesting to hear from another person's side of things.
Yeah, you gotta look at it like the glass being halfway empty and halfway full. That's with the guard being up.
Well, that's the guard halfway up. That's not the guard
Well, let
all.
me ask y'all this
No,
because
because you ain't
I
got to
never
let your guard all
understood
the way
that.
down.
I never understood that. What does that mean? Half. What does
The
that mean?
glass halfway empty, halfway full. Go pour your
It's
glass
like
of
it's
water.
how
It's the same thing. It can be halfway full. It can be halfway empty. Like I
Okay,
don't get
But
so
it.
some
like,
people, but some people perceive it as being halfway full or halfway even. I mean, empty. It just depends
right,
on the person, their perception of it.
That's why I
like
don't even use
it's
that
either
analogy.
you
I don't
want some
even use
more
that.
water. No, here's okay. Let me break it down to you like this: either you want some more water or you don't. It make more sense to you now.
Nope. Nah,
Okay,
it's,
you
it
know
don't.
when you full, right? And you know when you tired of having water, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then. So if you want some more water, you gonna put some more water in that cup.
Can somebody else tell me?
I'm for real.
Uh,
That's how you gonna look at it.
is
Either
that
you
how I'm
want some
supposed to
more of the
look at it?
bullshit or you don't. Either you don't.
How do y'all look at it? How do y'all look at it?
Vida Boogie summed it up good for me. Pessimistic or optimistic.
Can you say that again? Say it again, Sharice.
I said Vida Boogie just summed it up good for me. He said pessimistic or optimistic. So he said half full means you're optimistic and half empty means you're pessimistic.
Booyah.
Hell, either
Okay,
you want
okay.
some more
I
of the
got it.
bullshit or
I
you
got it.
don't.
I got it. I got it. So it's basically just depends on the perspective, the individual's perspective.
Oh, we gotta use the big words. Yeah, I'm just gonna give it to you the nigga way. Either you want some more or you don't.
It's just everybody
I'm
understands it
tired.
differently. We've got different ways of
But that's what
learning
I'm
it.
saying. How can you determine half full and half empty if it's the same thing? But that made sense the way that person put it in the chat because it's about the person's experience and views, negative or positive, right? Am I saying it
Didn't
right?
I
Right.
just say
No,
that?
you said, do you want some more water or you don't?
You want some more of the bullshit or not?
But how to
Either you
who's to judge if it's bullshit if you just basing it off a daggone glass of water? Like I don't get that analogy.
we ain't basing it off a glass of water.
I'm sorry.
I'm asleep. I'm
I get the
asleep.
way
Y'all got it.
the guy said it in the chat. I get it. I get it. I get it. I
I'm
promise y'all
asleep. I'm
I'm not
asleep.
blind today. I get it. I get what he's saying, pessimistic and the optimistic. All right, good. I got
Oh,
you.
she understand the big words, but if I broke it down in a children term,
Keita.
she didn't understand. Oh, God,
No,
I'm
I
asleep.
didn't understand half
But you
full
know,
and half.
she like, she like skin.
You are so stupid. You are so stupid.
She light skin, Kita.
I said, hell, either you want some more of the
Y'all know
bullshit or you
y'all did
don't.
not get that. Y'all know y'all did not get that.
I did. That's why I used that term. That's why I used it as an example.
You got it, Miss Niche.
Sort of, kind of.
See,
I mean,
sort of, kind of. So now she ain't really get it either.
I've never heard it put that way, but I've heard the term before, and I know what I take out of it. Like, I wouldn't have put it in those big words, cause
Right.
but
You
Well,
got it
see,
more way the way I put it.
I know
Okay,
the difference between
let me put it,
pessimistic and optimistic.
let me
right,
put it like put it like this, right? If we're talking about just life now, forget about relationships and stuff. We're talking about life. We're talking about a goal that we're trying to achieve, and we've half done it. Are we gonna say that in that sense the glass is halfway full, that we've halfway done it? Or are we gonna say, it's half empty, meaning there's half of that I still haven't achieved yet? Which side are we looking at? Are we gonna go for the positive of I've achieved this much, or we're gonna look at it as I haven't achieved this much yet?
So
right.
That's
positive and
optimism.
negative.
Yeah, positive and negative. I was trying
Okay,
to look
cool.
for the words, but
All right, I got you. I got you.
I'm a little sleepy.
You good, Keita? I
Oh,
understand your analogy now, baby.
Either you want some more of the bullshit or you don't.
Keita, you a mess.
Either you want some more key to bullshit or you don't.
Well, I don't want no more Keita bullshit, cause Keita be trying to talk
Yes, you
shit.
do. Yes, you do. You like the shit I talk. That's why you here.
I
He
see
just
what
said
Me's gonna be talking
he
about.
just said get this
Oof.
work.
Yeah, she told me get this
Yeah.
work, child. Mm-mm.
I think VW wants to get in here.
Cowboy Nation, yes, I am very country as hell.
Oh, I'm so mad I can't see the
Can you
chat.
drop the link in the
I
chat
can't see
again?
it either. Can you not see it? Cause you, I can't see it either. I'm doing
I
something
can't.
else.
I pulled it up on my phone.
It'll be nice
I'll
to
be
have
done in a minute though, so I
On
can see
another
it.
phone, but
actually.
my Wi-Fi is acting crazy.
Oh hell, here you go on your crazy Wi-Fi. Okay, so V Dub Boogie. Now, what are your inputs, V Dub Boogie?
Oh,
Thank you,
pissing me off.
Jennifer.
Keely, you got to drop the link for VW.
You want the link? You want to come up here? V
Mm.
Dub, V Dub, bang bang, boogie doo, boo boo boo.
You just did
Next
that?
one, next one. Would you say you're speaking on current relationships, not future relationships? Um, hmm. I think I'm speaking about learning from past relationships. I don't have a current relationship. I definitely have learned from what I've experienced in the past to know how I'm going to do my future ones.
We're not even on the topic. We just speaking at this point. We're just talking about.
We just pulling shit out our ass. Yep, you're right, Miss Joyce. You are absolutely right. You have to go through the things, yeah, that's basically what happens. Because, it's a lot of things that I said I would not allow, and I have allowed a lot of things. We just pulling shit out our ass.
Oh,
Dang, he came in and he left. It's gonna be good to hear it from a
bye bye.
man's perspective.
I think you got, Mr. V Dub Boogie, you got to turn down your YouTube music when you come in. Well, no, it ain't the fact that people holding on to nothing.
Oh, I want to see
What's
the chat.
up, Mr.
What's good,
Boogie?
ladies? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good, because I'm kind of high right now. I really didn't want to hop on the panel, but typing was getting on my nerves.
Well, we here to listen to you.
I
Go,
mean, I
go
don't got
speak
much
your
of a,
piece.
I don't got much of a speech. I was just trying to explain that we are all toxic. Like we all walk into relationships, a new one, right? Like say we all walk into something new tomorrow. We are
Right.
all gonna take that pass with us. We're all gonna take the heartbreak, the lying, the mistrust, the cheating, whatever happened to us. We all gonna walk into that next relationship, and we're gonna find a way. And the minute we see a sign, a pattern of something that we've seen before, we're gonna put that guard up, like you said, and then we're gonna
Yeah.
scrutinize and treat that person like we would have treated the person in the last relationship because they're showing those signs where we know leads to heartbreak, hurt, mistrust, all that other shit. So this is why I said we are all toxic. Somebody said children are
Yeah.
not. Yes, they're
Okay.
pure. They don't have that experience.
Okay. You're
I
right.
get
You're
you.
right. You're right.
Yeah, you right with that.
That I can
Now,
get
I
behind.
I
I
agree with
understand
you
what
on
you're
that because
saying.
you gonna have something going on when you go
Yeah,
into a new
everybody has
relationship.
baggage. Nobody is coming from a perfect relationship. That's impossible. Everybody's gonna have baggage.
Mm-mm.
I'm dating now, and what
Uh,
what I hear a lot is I'm not the last girl. But I gotta say, but you're showing the same patterns. You doing the same thing.
right.
So if you're not the last girl, then what is it? You just a different version of her?
Show me something different.
So, yeah, exactly. Like I already know what's coming next. It's gonna be a novel written in text messages that I gotta wake up to in the morning. So I'm not gonna play that game. I already know what's gonna happen next. And lo and behold, the same shit that I say is gonna happen happens. And then when I turn up and be like, listen, this is why I ain't fucking with you no more. I'm the one that's wrong. I just try to walk away and say,
Right.
I'm not gonna deal with it, man, because I know what
But
you're gonna
I
turn
love
into.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
I love you though.
You get apologies, and I'm sorry, I won't do it
I'm
again.
so
Like I might even do it.
sorry.
You feel what I'm saying? I might do something where I'm like, I'm sorry, boo. I ain't gonna do that shit again. Turn around next week, and my stupid ass is doing it again. It is what it is. And if she got to guard up for something that
Yeah.
I'm doing, I got to understand that and either try to change my way as a man to make her comfortable and to show her that, yo, I appreciate you. I want you to be my woman, or continue to do me as if I can't help myself. There's different ways to handle it.
Right.
V
You
Dub,
know
can I
what?
But I
ask
love
you
you
a personal
though.
question? Can
What?
I can I ask you a personal question, V Dub?
You asking me? Yeah. I mean, don't get too personal. I ain't telling you
I
my
mean,
social security number.
no,
Oh, all
not
right.
that personal.
What's your shoe size? No.
have you have you ever experienced domestic abuse?
Have I experienced it?
I mean, from
Yeah, I
a
was
woman.
raised. I was raised in it.
Well, have you personally, like in any of your relationships, like has a woman ever put their hands on you?
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
No.
Man, women
Oh
grew up in the
no.
projects, man. Grew up in Tompkins projects. You already know it's crazy over there. But you know what? It was probably one or two of them. The woman I married put her hands on me. My little
You've been
brother.
married
You
how
know what?
many times?
What you mean? I'm one. I'm trying to get divorced now. But listen, my little
Oh,
brother, right, was in a domestic violence situation where a woman stabbed him in the chest twice.
Oh my, I'm sorry to hear that.
He's alive. He
oh,
works with me now. My point is, um, women are just as equally as bad and at this stuff than guys are. We might be big, brutal, angry men, yeah, but women are doing some crazy. I watch ID channel too.
Mm-hmm.
Women do
yeah,
some crazy shit. I got a story
yeah.
right now up on my Instagram where a woman put some poison in her vagina because she knew her man liked to eat it and she was trying to kill him.
Oh my,
Oh,
that's pretty crazy.
oh.
Yes, Joyce.
What's up,
Right.
Miss Joyce?
And
Oh
I've
my
done shows on this
God.
topic long ago about domestic violence and abuse. After my brother got stabbed in the chest, right, I put up a post saying, I should suggest he not date black women right now. When I say people got mad at me because I'm supposed to be the, Tyrone or Boogie dates black women, he's the super black woman, is the queen and all that other stuff, which is cool. I believe in all that stuff, but, I was going to suggest that he just stay out the projects with these hood rat bitches that he's fucking with that decides to stab him for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, go somewhere else. Like, go to Vermont or some shit like that where you ain't got to deal with women
Oh
who
my
might try to
God.
stab you.
Nah, you'll
And when I
catch it
say,
even worse up there, cause
yeah,
they
I
be
know.
sneaky with it.
They shoot you and hang you on some
They
Okay,
real
not
so
even
crazy
gonna
shit.
Miss
tell
Joyce.
you. They not gonna tell you at all. They gonna come in and act like everything. How was your
Oh,
day?
I'm
Mm-mm.
sorry. Is there a question of was she abusive
Yeah,
before he
Miss
married
Joyce
her?
said, yeah.
That is hilarious. So marriage should enforce abuse? Like, maybe I wasn't abusive before I married her. What is that? What does that signify? Should people put their hands on each other? This is the questions I have for
Man,
Joyce.
you
No.
should have mollywopped her ass. No, I'm sorry.
Now I didn't even do it. I left. I got up and I woke up. I got in the car and I did.
Should have mollywopped her ass. Scooped her up
Hey,
off
listen.
her goddamn feet.
What if I say she had every
God.
right to try to put her hands on me?
What you
Did you
do?
put your hands on her?
I just told you what I did. I got up in the car and I did.
Well,
I
shit,
remember.
she probably
I
didn't
remember
have a
exactly
right
what
to
car I
put
was
her hands
driving.
on you.
It was a '89 Maxima. Boy, that shit go fast as a motherfucker. So I was out of there.
Okay, so why you feel like
Now is
you?
the question: what did I do to make her put her hands on me?
Okay,
I
what you
guess
got?
she just got. I mean, maybe in her mind she got really mad.
No, what
There's
did
no
you
excuse.
do?
Maybe she was bleeding.
I was sleeping too.
There's no excuse.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
but
no
what?
excuse to put
Hold
your
up, wait
hands
a
on
minute.
nobody though.
I still want to know the story. I still want to know what
you
happened.
want to? But why did she put her hands on you? Now, again, I might say she might have had the right to do it at that time, but looking back, none of us should put our hands on each other. Right.
Nope.
Right.
All right. Well, I
So what
cheated.
did you
That's
do?
what happened. I cheated, and my
Oh
stupid ass
hell
cell
yeah,
phone.
you deserved it.
Hold on. It's
It was
echoing.
before marriage, though. This was before marriage. This was before marriage. But still, I cheated, and my stupid ass. I'm gonna tell y'all the story. This is back in the days, and you know how you used to delete your text messages and like the whole chain will be gone. But if they text you again, the whole conversation will pop back up.
Yeah.
That's what happened to the kids. So
Ah, you
I guess.
slipping.
No, I'm not slipping. I don't want to say it like this. Shorty should have never
The
texted me
bitch
when she
shouldn't
knew.
have text you.
She should have never texted me knowing where I was at the time. She already knew what it was. You shouldn't have hit me with a text. I was gonna see you later anyway. But you had to be all extra thirsty, and now you fucking
She
Oh,
game
hit
so
you
up.
with
that's
So
the
that's her fault. So
bop
it's
gun.
the side girl fault that you got beat up and nah,
yeah,
nah,
yeah.
nah. That's your
Mm-mm.
fault. That's your fault
Nobody
because you
It
put
is my
yourself in
fault.
that situation.
I should have had another cell phone at the time. I mean,
She hit
Oh
you with
my
the bop
God! See,
gun.
this dude.
Nah.
I'll keep it one.
Yep.
Listen, I wasn't
Also,
She
shit, and I
leads the
was a young
violence when
boy
it
in
comes
my
to her
20s.
knowing her man done stuck his dick in
So,
somebody
so
else.
now, so now, Joyce, did she deserve to hit me after we were married or whatever? Did I drive her to put her hands on me? I still don't get that. She could
How
have screamed and woke me up. I still would have gotten in the car and left, but she could have did that.
how long is it afterwards did she find out?
How long was that I was cheating?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't last long. It was probably like 2, 3 months.
So she found out 2 or 3 months later.
Yeah, I was never good at cheating back in the days. Now I
And
just
so
don't do it. I tell you straight up and down how
you
to not cheat.
finally stopped cheating.
Yeah, I don't
And
cheat no
she
more.
found out.
No, that's
no,
this is
he's
long
saying
ago. This is like
now.
10, 10, 15 years ago, man. I'm
Oh, well,
old.
hell yeah, she had every right to knock your ass out.
See, look at that bullshit.
Hold up, wait a minute. So how old were y'all when it happened though?
Oh, we was in our 20s, man.
Oh
We were
yeah,
one
yeah. I
one
mean,
kid in at that time.
I guess that's your experience.
It is my experience, but that was a humbling good experience. This what came after that. That was like, yo,
But would you
I
call
feel
her?
like your damn ears.
what I
Would
call
you?
her
All
what?
I
is a
mean,
humbling experience.
but see, okay, you broke her vulnerability because you did something you knew you shouldn't have done.
I did that.
So for every action is a reaction. So you messed up. She hit you. You left. So
Yes,
she could have stabbed you in the chest,
she
or
could
she
have
could have
did that
shot
as
you.
well. Exactly.
Right.
So
So not to say that that was right that she did that, because that shouldn't have happened. But at the same time, I mean,
Whatever way she
it
lashed out,
right.
it was an
you
emotional
should
reaction.
expect. Uh,
But I'm not gonna justify it
what,
because
buddy?
no man can have that same emotional reaction. You understand? And no man should have that same emotional reaction. No man should find text messages that you was cheating and put the beats on you while you
Cause
was asleep at
right.
all.
Because like how would it go the opposite way? Like if the man figured out that the girl was cheating, like what would he do? Like I'm pretty sure
Right.
that some men might do the
Me
same thing.
personally, yeah, some men might do that. Me personally, I'm getting up, I'm getting in the car, and I'm going to find some new booty. I mean, it's that simple for me.
But the sad part is
That's rational, but that doesn't always work like that.
It
there
don't
are
work like
some
that, but I'm not gonna put my hands on you for cheating because it's not worth the consequences that's gonna come for me is not gonna come for you. I'm gonna sit in the pen. I'm
but the
gonna
You're
do
same
not
time, and
gonna
then when
put.
I
You're
leave, I'm
not.
gonna have
No,
that.
no, 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 no. You're gonna get in the car and you're gonna leave because you already know that you got a side hoe anyway. So
I
that's why
don't.
it doesn't
I
really
don't.
matter to you.
But the same
Well, that
consequences
back
that
then.
you would be getting is the same consequences that you would be getting. Nobody has the right to put their hands on one another unless
I'm
they're
just gonna put
defending
it out there.
themselves.
In my 20s, I probably would have slapped you a
That
few
sounds so
times.
pure that
And
I don't think anyone should be cheating. I wish relationships actually work like that, but it takes maturity, understanding, experience, and knowing what it does to cheat on a person, and the effects of it to understand how not to cheat and why you should not cheat. Young people don't have that understanding. They don't have that gift. Young men don't have that understanding, especially since they horny and trying to get whatever they can get. So you shouldn't marry young. Somebody asked on Twitter the other day, is 23 too young to marry? From experience,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. Well, that's why I asked how old you were when it happened because that makes a difference too, in a girl's eyes and in a dude's eyes because you young, you don't know no better, right? You don't think this hurts the person until you get older and you start understanding it. But at the same time, like you know, she shouldn't have done that, but it's understandable.
Yeah, I understand it. I understand it completely.
Let me just be clear. You know the difference between right and wrong. You know that if you don't want nobody to cheat on you, you're not gonna cheat on them. So you know the difference even at 18 when you get married at a young age. You know that you're ready to get married. So that means you know that you're ready not cheat and be with one person for the rest of your life.
I had a forced marriage.
You know the difference. What was you African?
What? We all African on this panel, but no.
I'm saying, was you
No.
in a whole nother country?
We had a child at a young age, and I came home from prison, and I was staying over there. Her pops was on some real nigga shit and said, "Look, this ain't gonna go down this way. Y'all gonna get married, or your ass gonna go." So we got married.
Oh,
Not like I
oh.
wasn't gonna marry the girl. I was gonna try to marry her before I went in, but it didn't work out like that. So
So you basically got pressured into being married. Oh, that
at
don't
a young
work.
at a
That
young
don't
age,
work.
yes, yeah, we
Yeah.
both got pressured into getting married, which again is something that I won't ever put upon my child, my 16-year-old daughter. I won't make her do no shit like that. That's why I tell her protect herself and don't get in relationships with niggas like daddy. That's all.
But that goes back to what Sharice was saying earlier. You reap what you sow.
Yes, yes, you do. But you know what? Karma works very fast for me. So all that shit is over. Now that I'm older, I understand. I appreciate relationships more. When I get in one, I get involved. It's just me and Shorty, unless other shit happens.
Oh,
Mm,
man. It's just really
what's
sad.
You
So,
said
what's the other
exactly.
stuff?
We was
What's the
kids
other
having
stuff?
kids. Yeah, I was 19 when I had my daughter.
you know what's
Damn,
missing
that
in
gave away my
relationships?
age.
A big problem in relationships is that people don't know how to communicate.
I
You're
don't
right.
communicate very well or effectively, and I'll be honest. I'm honest with that shit up front.
It's good that you recognize it. That's the first step.
I'm bad at communication. I'm great at gifts, loving, taking you out. I'm not good at planning either, but I pay for the trip real fast. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know where we going, what time, when's the flight, paid for. But I'm not good at certain shit, and I would like a woman in my life that's good at that, that can compromise and not be too angry, like that I didn't respond to a text for 2 hours or some shit like that. Like I'm not gonna respond to your text in 5 minutes.
But
Especially
that's
in my
I think
job, I'm on the phone. I'm writing emails. I'm meeting customers from 7 to 4:30 during the day. I can't really focus on a relationship. I'm trying to reach my $100,000 goal at work. I can't do it. After work, I might be able to have that conversation.
but that's okay though. Everybody falls short of certain things, but it's about finding somebody that complements and picks up where you lack. Like you have to
I
find
have not
somebody
found
that
anybody who has been compromising when it comes to communication. They all want to text you a million times a
Well, do
day.
you tell them ahead of time? Like, look, this
I've
is
just
what type
explained that
of.
I'm not good at communication. Like I tell everybody
Well, why
that.
don't you
Listen,
tell them ahead of time though?
I do. Listen, I'm not good at communication. When I'm at work, I'm focused. On Saturdays, I barely talk to people. Me doing this right now is because I woke up. I sleep all day Saturday, and everybody knows it. So nobody texts me, right? So I'm not getting no text messages. Sunday morning, it'll go down in the DMs. But right now, nobody's talking to me. They know better.
Yeah. Well, maybe if you could be upfront with whoever you I guess trying to get serious with, just be like, look, this between this time and this time, I'm gonna be busy. I'm probably not gonna respond to you, so don't trip off of it. I'll just hit you back whenever I get a free minute. Then they won't be like, oh, I gotta text him 30 times because he not responding.
Vida,
Yes.
Miss Joyce in the chat says that you didn't actually answer her question. Now,
What
hold
was
on a minute, because before you start to say, well, what is that an excuse? What is the reason she's asking that question? Could you please kindly just answer the question? I think the question was, did she do that? Was she physical with you before you were married?
that story was before we was married.
Okay, just to be clear on that, because I don't think it was clear, or maybe she didn't get it or whatever.
It wasn't clear, but what I did ask her in retrospect to even asking me that question, should it matter?
I mean, I don't know if it matters to her or what reason she's asking the
Because
question, but it was just a
the
question.
way Joyce posed the question, right, was she abusive, after I married her, as if marrying someone or me would have made a person turn abusive. That's why I kind of look
No,
at the question weird.
but she might have asked you that question because the way how I looked at that question was, maybe she was asking, well, hang on, was she abusive before you married her, but yet you still married her? Maybe that's the way she was asking. I don't know. Maybe she can type in the chat why she
Oh yeah,
asked.
nah, I'm not that crazy.
But you got to see, people have
If,
different
if
ways of viewing things and reasons why they ask a question that they ask. So that's why I'm just kind of putting that, out there in that way.
in the way you posed it, no, I would not have married a woman who put her hands on me unless I really understood, who that person was and what the effects was and what did I do to even, garner or have that incident
Y'all
happen.
got
For every
shoes on?
action, there's a reaction. And, well, that was the reaction to my
Y'all got
actions.
shoes on?
You said, what shoes?
Oh my!
Okay.
Thought I was
Miss
on mute.
Joyce, Miss Joyce has just said in the chat, she said before you married her. That's what she was asking you. So
I
you just
answered the
answered that
question.
now. Yeah, you've answered that now.
She should be more specific as to what information she would like to know.
Okay, well, sometimes when we're typing stuff in the chat, we think of something, it doesn't always just come out the way how we opposing to ask something. So anyway, that's cleared up now. It's cool. That's all she wanted to know.
Does Miss Joyce want to come up in the chat?
Oh, the
I
convo's
mean,
not
on the
going left,
panel.
mixed bone. We just answering questions. That's all.
The
Why would it go
Miss
left?
Joyce want to come up. If she want to come up, I'll get off.
Oh no, this is Google Hangouts. You can have up to 10 people on this. He is defensive. What? Yeah, I definitely don't
I'm about to.
understand her question and the
I'm about to
reasoning
hop off,
behind it.
y'all, because I'm about to eat. So I'm gonna hop off. I'll get in the chat.
Peace, peace, beloved.
All right. Okay. Well, I would like to know where the host is.
She right there.
On mute. Peter.
Is this a live chat for everyone or just friends answering friends so I don't waste my time texting? I'm just asking because y'all are answering everyone's questions. Ask a question, Miss Jones. It's
Sorry,
live time.
I'm half looking at the phone and looking at the chat at the same time because I'm up on here.
What happened? What happened? I had a phone call. What happened?
Are we all gravy? I'm trying to roll up. I'm sorry.
I gotta go to the store before 8 o'clock.
That's where I'm heading.
You know
The
what?
store.
I don't live in y'all town, so I don't be knowing this. New York is open 24 hours.
Miss Jennifer Jones, we are
Yeah.
answering people in the chat as well. I'm sorry, I should pay more attention to the chat. I'm trying to read through people typing really quickly and stuff and talking at the same time.
Oh, okay. So Ashley said, hold on. She said it's like when a woman is with an abusive man, people ask her, was she in abusive? Was she in an abusive relationship before you got with that man? Basically,
she commented like many times. You know what? Let me scroll up and see what Miss Jones is saying up in the spot.
Miss Jones, I
Okay.
Ten.
haven't seen nothing.
No, you got to go
I
further up.
wasn't.
She was saying about
I wasn't paying
guys
attention.
having. She was saying about guys having excuses for cheating.
Buddy, stop biting on my pants.
Ain't no
Thank you.
excuse for cheating. I just wanted to smash. There's no excuse. I was young. I'm telling you straight
And
up and
then
down.
Miss
If you're dealing
Joyce
with a
had
guy
said,
between certain age, he gonna cheat, especially when afforded
Miss
the opportunity.
Miss Joyce had said, was she abusive before y'all had got married?
Yeah, we
That was
addressed
Miss
that.
Joyce's question.
We answered that one. Well, no, sorry,
Okay,
he
well,
answered.
I missed.
Yeah, I don't see. I would have pistol whipped you straight up. Okay, so you would have pistol whipped someone for cheating?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I would have shot you in the leg. I'm just
Yikes.
being
Pistol whip?
honest. If you would have pistol whipped me, I would have shot you in the leg or the foot. We got
I'm
to deal
mad.
with some shit
I'm
like
missing
that. I'm
everything
a
in the
hood
text.
nigga too. Jennifer Jones said some real shit. I would
Buddy,
have pistol whipped you. I'm a hood nigga too. I
buddy,
would have shot you.
buddy, would you stop? Would you stop it? Okay?
Don't beat
Thank you.
Buddy up. Don't do that to Buddy.
Man, buddy is stop, buddy. Would you
I,
stop? You is not my man. God damn, move up.
oh, she from B-More. That's cool. Then you understand why I would have shot you back. I'm from Bed-Stuy. Pistol with me. That goddamn gun heavy as a motherfucker. Them shits hurt. Fuck. You ever feel a gun? Anybody ever touch a gun? Feel one? Get hit by a gun? Shit.
I've been threatened by one. My ex-boyfriend pointed it in my face and told me to get out of his house, and I told him to go fuck himself.
Hey, you
You a
I
guys.
can
gangster for
If
relate
saying
to
I
that
something
leave
else.
story
y'all,
as well, Sharice.
hey, if I
She
leave
said
y'all
I
to
would
hold down
pistol.
my chat, can y'all hold down my chat for like 5 or 10 minutes?
That's it.
We've been holding down the chat when he was on the phone.
I need to run to the store.
Go to the store.
Yeah.
Pick up another Paul Mason or what is that?
That's what I'm
Ciroc?
finna go do.
Yeah, I see it. That's
Pause.
Ciroc right there. You must be in the South. Them goddamn liquor stores be closing at 9 o'clock. I hated that shit.
Yeah, that sucks
But
for
being a
But
y'all.
it
bootlegger,
surely is cheap.
she said, Miss Jennifer Jones said, "You cheat, then that is what it is. All
What
day
am I going to the
range."
store for again?
So a nigga is gonna get pistol whipped for cheating?
Yeah.
What kind?
Did you co-sign this shit just now? See what I'm saying? Them motherfucking guns. What is you doing over there? She over there twerking or something? You wildin'. Hey, listen,
Nah,
I'm probably not gonna date a girl like you who would even think of pistol whipping somebody. So look, I just want to let you know that, Miss Jones, I would not do that. So off the chain. That is funny. That is funny though. It is funny. Pistol whip. Oh shit. Could you imagine that waking up to a pistol? Well, you ain't waking up to a pistol. Whip. That's
man.
gonna knock you the fuck back.
Somebody beating your ass with a pistol.
That's why I said I'm shooting you. We both going to jail tonight.
Oh man. Somebody going to jail and somebody going to the hospital.
We all going to jail in the hospital, but we all gonna be at the infirmary, and after the infirmary, the judge gonna see us. Ma'am, why did you pistol whip him? Sir, why did you shoot her? Man, Your Honor, she pistol whipped me, so I shot her with the gun that she pistol whipped me with. That's it. That's pretty much how that night's gonna go. That's pretty much how that's
Jesus
gonna go.
wept.
I've been in an
That's all
abusive
I'm telling
relationship,
you.
and I
Jesus
didn't marry
wept.
him because of it. That's a wise decision made by you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then all I'm saying is Jesus wept. Oh, look at little Elion. Look at little Elion. Let's see what we got here. We got some monies. Young Moolah, baby. Okay. All right. So, what happened to everybody? Hey, you guys. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Somebody said, "Is that
I'm in the
Ike
store.
Turner on the panel?
Oh, buddy.
Eat the cake."
I'm about to get off in a minute anyway.
Ike Turner. Ike Turner was one of the greatest musicians in the world.
Hey, buddy. Hey, birdie. Hey, birdie.
Um, Sorry, y'all. I'm multitasking.
That's okay.
First off, where are you at right now? Because it's mad bright, and if I remember, you in New York, so
No, I'm in Nebraska. I'm just reading your chat.
is the show still on air? Because my phone says off air.
No, it is.
Mine's been saying that.
It's still live. As far as
Google
I
on
know.
that bullshit. My man said it's Ike Turner in the chat.
Hey, birdie. Birdie.
Did
Birdie.
Ike Turner look this good back in the
Birdie.
days? Because I be making shit look flat. Let me
Wait,
stop.
what
All right.
time is it over there?
I have a shotgun before. Get
What's the
quiet when they
time?
started talking about. We were talking about violence the whole time. I don't know if y'all were here for the beginning of this show. It was very
We've
informative.
been talking about violence all night.
That's
Y'all
the
are some
Keita was
violent
talking
people.
about being raped for her virginity. That was crazy and real. I heard that story. That's wild stuff right there. Niche was talking about her abusive dude. How he had 2 heart attacks and now he can't walk. I'm paying attention.
You said what,
Miss Humble was
Miss
talking
Joyce?
about her experience in New York with the weird, creepy cousin.
Miss Joyce just said it's hard to believe. You talking about me, Miss Joyce? It's hard to believe she showed no signs of abusiveness. Here's the thing.
I think she's addressing me and the woman that I married who, put their hands on me. I get it. Everybody has. Since then, I don't think she showed no signs of abuse. I don't know. We slapbox one time.
Where you at? Slide your ass on up in here, baby. Where you at?
Because I'm about to go shoot him out.
Dwayne, where you at? Yeah, I'm okay. I had to go pee pee.
Violence. I'm not with it. I don't think that anybody has the right to put their hands on one another unless you are defending yourself. If somebody's attacking you, then you've got the right to put your hands on somebody. But to say you're gonna use violence to deal with an issue, I don't think it's cool.
Dwayne, bring your ass on here. Yeah, I hate, and the thing about it is I hate violence. I don't go to it unless I have to. Violence is not my thing. It has never been my thing. I'm not a violent person.
They snap sometimes.
Oh, I found
Nigga,
your
have
email
you seen the
address.
IG channel? Have you watched?
Oh, I love the IG channel.
Yeah, I know. And I got another rule. I don't mess with women who watch the IG channel. Or we.
Do
Y'all all scare the shit out of me. Y'all all know how to kill your boyfriends and get away with it. I'm good.
I want to answer something.
Who, me?
Dwayne, earlier on when we were talking about abuse and stuff, it's not necessarily in a relationship that somebody is abusive towards you. It's also, it can be a family member, it can be a friend. It's abuse on the whole.
Let me answer this.
Who is close to you abusing you, in whether it's domestic violence, whether it's emotional abuse. So that's where, in some respects, we can all kind of relate.
Let me talk to Mr. Blue on crib. Let me talk to him on crib. When you say ass whoop, you must mean a full-fledged stomp out. Somebody put the beats on you. You wake up with black eyes and shit like that. I think you misinterpret what happened. It was about 1 or 2 or 3 piece. The nigga woke up and was like, "Hey, don't do it again. I'm out." So you want to misconstrue? Don't misconstrue that. She just put her hands on me and she shouldn't have did it on crib. He's blue, yeah. What place are you from, Mr. Bhutan?
Baton Rouge.
I don't know what gangs
from
are down
New Orleans.
There. I don't know what affiliations are down there, but on crib is a funny ass thing in California.
From Louisiana.
Who from Louisiana? Vuitton?
I think Dwayne. No, he's from Atlanta. I'm sorry.
Baltimore.
Sorry.
Come on, man. You got it about on crib. Them niggas is hilarious. He said B-More. He from B-More. He in the tri-state.
No, Dwayne is from Louisiana or Atlanta.
Keita?
Huh?
Mixbone asked if you could drop the link.
So I just
Hold
scrolled up.
on, that's what I'm trying to do, you guys.
I just saw that. Sorry,
Because I got
I'm
to
telling
drop
you
it
now.
for myself when I slide to the store. Hold on, you guys. So
Pull
when
me
I
on.
get ready. And yeah, I got to catch the store for they clothes. What you talking about? What you talking about?
In New York, the liquor stores don't close at 2 o'clock in the hood.
Well, hey, I mean, the liquor store don't close till 1 here.
Oh, that's good.
But I'm going to the state store.
Oh,
Yeah, so the state store open. The one on my side in the corner from me stay open until 8 o'clock.
Hush
But
up,
the one
hush up, hush up, hush up, hush up, hush up, hush up.
what?
Miss Sharice, I need you to talk, baby.
Okay.
I need Miss Niche to talk.
Man,
Yeah.
I get cut off on my shit.
I'm sorry. No, I'm tired of hearing his fucking shit, bro.
Hola.
He was in the message talking all this activist shit, being nice and kind. Now he on that being another person. Nah, Miss Sharice, talk that shit, baby. Miss Niche, talk that shit. Don't let no nigga get on your live and talk
you
some
said
other shit.
activist?
Yes,
What?
you talked all this shit. You was talking all sweet up and then you turned in a whole
My
different
fault if
person.
I can write eloquently. I apologize if you don't like my cadence when I speak, but I'm gonna tell y'all the truth when I step up on the booth, and if
Let the
that's
ladies
something that
talk.
offends you,
Let the ladies
then
talk, my nigga. Let the niggas talk.
I was answering the ladies' questions inside the chat, but
And
I
you
ain't
ain't
gonna hop up
answering
on here
nobody.
and be or
Getting
feel
crazy.
some of your
Wait,
hostility. I understand where you coming from, shorty. So I would
It's a
just
whole
give you the respect.
like
Enjoy your night and
shit,
have
That's what
fun,
you want?
baby.
sweetie. Do what you gotta do.
Therese, baby.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What happened?
what
What did I
happened?
miss?
What did I miss?
I done heard like too many people on here. I want to hear Sharice talking. I want to hear Niche point blank. Don't run,
Hold on.
please.
Hold on. Pause a minute. I'm hearing a whole heap of echoing back here.
Hold on.
Hold on.
It might be me.
Ain't no toxic. Ain't no toxic.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Come on,
Come
buddy.
on, buddy.
Don't tell me y'all don't agree with that shit, man. I heard
I
too
didn't
much,
say
man. I ain't heard nothing from
That
these
you
damn.
over there.
You got Sharice about to get offline because this nigga keep running his damn mouth. Fuck that shit.
Oh.
Problem.
my.
Yeah.
That's
What
y'all
he said.
Oh my.
Can somebody
Tell
tell
me
me who
what he
said that?
said.
Right.
Thank you, Miss Joyce. Y'all ain't about
No.
to sit here and come on here and disrespect people, bruh. And just running your mouth is pure disrespect to these fucking women. Go ahead and talk, lady. He gone. He gone.
Well, now what was
Ooh,
it?
mixed bone.
What exactly was it that you was addressing, Mitch? Was you talking about the violence or the cheating?
But you ran though, bruh. That's all that matters. We could talk about whatever, the violence and the cheating. Go ahead, put y'all 2 cents in.
What happened?
I said it. I
I'm
said already
sorry, he
about
was
that.
talking too much. He was talking too much for these fucking ladies. You had Sharice when you was gone about to leave.
I won't say
What
it.
happened? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What happened?
He was talking too much shit. He wasn't the same person he was typing to be in his damn chat. He got online and sounded whole differently. Nah, we ain't about to do that shit. Speak, Sharice, baby. You're welcome.
Mixed bone don't be playing about us, huh?
I don't play about nan fucking female. Like I said, don't start something you can't finish. You be
Personally, I
fucking
just,
ready to talk.
I because it's not my life. I'm respectable and I just sit here and I allow people
Yeah, I'm chilling.
to
I'm
talk or
chilling.
whatever,
So how y'all
whatever
feel
they
about
want to
whatever?
Nobody say
say and say
anything.
what they've got to say. But I
I don't
already said that,
understand.
like I said, that
What is
nobody
Keita talking about?
nobody has the right to put their hands on one another. The only time somebody should be physical with another person is if they are defending themselves against them physically. So if someone's attacking you, you've got the right to defend yourself. But if it's dealing with an issue between the two of you, you should put your hands on one another. In terms of cheating, I can't think about
Why
cheating
did
because
nobody say nothing to
I haven't
me?
even been in that situation of cheating, so I can't really comment on that. Except for all I can say is I don't think cheating is right, but it does happen and for different reasons. That's all I was going to say. He is in the background talking about why didn't nobody tell her because she was on the damn phone.
Huh?
You was on the phone, Peter.
I didn't.
All
I
right.
didn't see
I
what.
think I'm going for real this time. Thank you. You too.
Somebody at least to tell me these things. Things should be at least,
I didn't
finished.
personally have any kind of issue. I just sat here and listened to what everybody has to say on the panel because sometimes when there's a lot of us on here, we can't all be talking at the same time. So sometimes I just
Yeah.
say,
I was trying to talk, but you know, I'm trying to be respectable too. So turn that dang radio down.
Hell, well,
Turn the
hell,
radio down.
if somebody talking out the way, shit, I should at least know it. Hell,
What?
especially if they in my shit, cause I don't smoke that much. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to
Peter, you
know
need to turn that
what's
down. Otherwise, you've got to put a copyright thing in your live.
huh?
Your music, you got to
Hold
turn
on.
it. Yeah. Next time, where you going?
Go on, buddy. Get up on back there.
No, I'm here. We still trying to talk. I'm reading this damn chat.
You put bye in the chat. So where
But
the hell?
it's for Cowboy, whoever that thing is. Cause
Oh,
obviously that thing here for whatever that other thing is.
Oh no.
What am I on the
hold you,
phone?
money.
Not the things. Oh god, I gotta get to a
What
charger.
what happened? Can somebody read me the chat?
Right, hold on. Next time, why don't
Everybody
you explain to
agree.
Keita what you're feeling?
What?
Why don't you explain to Keita what
I
you're
thought you
feeling?
was gonna
Who,
have to
me?
leave.
Who,
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
I felt like he wasn't the person he was in the damn chat. He got on and he turned it to like 3 other people. You get what I'm saying? And
I
that's
didn't.
it.
But here's the I
Bleep, bleep, bleep. Y'all know we about to hang up. We might as well hang up right now. Her and her phone don't do well in public.
oh no, because I still have
From
my
where?
on at the house. Because I was eating a pancake and it was hot, and then the chocolate chip burnt my tongue. The chat while I'm out
Yes,
talking.
Miss Joyce, you'll have to get on here for them to understand where you coming from because words only show you so much, baby. And
It's still hot.
as soon as he got online, he turned it to something different. And then he took over the fucking show. I don't like that, bruh.
Okay,
It
I don't
smells
know
like hot
what
dogs.
happened. That's the thing. I don't know what
That,
happened. Somebody please tell me what
I was
happened.
trying to tell your big head ass what happened.
I'm trying to hear what you're saying, but hell,
You got my purse.
I'm trying to hear what happened.
You got my purse.
No, I don't have your purse.
My bad. I'm trying to multitask, y'all.
Yeah, and I want to say to everybody in the chat, well, first of all, this isn't my life for me to be keeping an eye, but I am trying to keep an eye on questions that are being asked. But if I do miss your comments or don't say hello, I'm sorry. It's because I'm trying to talk and type at the same time.
And I can't see the chat, you guys, so I
And
apologize.
and then nobody still told me what happened.
All right, so the next
Do
time is
what?
saying, who's yelling at now? Peter?
Can you open the door?
Yeah, I can't.
There you go right there. Dwayne, that's what it is, bruh. That's part of it, bruh.
I ain't telling.
When I came in, Mix telling me to listen, and dude was talking over everyone. I couldn't hear that what Sharice was saying to her, all that shit. He wasn't
Yeah,
even allowing these people to talk.
because I was trying my best to answer people in the chat. So, like I
No,
said,
it's
I
heavy.
don't want you to feel like I was ignoring
He
you.
on here talking about pistol whipping people. I don't want to hear that shit. My address out there, come pistol with me. I don't want to hear that. Miss Joyce was trying to get her 2 cents in. She couldn't get that in. You get what I'm saying? We ain't about to do that. We ain't about to do that.
Bye.
Nah.
What time is it? 7:53. Bam.
Like I said, I was trying to talk to everybody in the chat and see what you were saying and ask the questions and whatever. But I can't always see everything. It scrolls up so quickly, and I'm talking at the same time.
I just wanted to hear y'all opinion too. I want y'all to read these chats
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying? He
Okay,
wasn't
so
allowing that shit.
I'm gonna say now, if there's anything that I know you guys must be frustrated because you've been probably typing the same thing so many times, but if there's something you really want to ask or put out and make a point, then please can you type it in the chat now, and then we can. Well, Miss Niche can't see, but I can read it and try and answer it for you.
Nah, D Money, you ain't gotta worry about that. He ain't pistol whipping nobody. It was something about a female.
Now, what happened with the whole pistol whipping thing, D Money? I'll explain. Is basically oh sugars, it was something he was saying about his wife or ex-wife or something when they were in a relationship, and the cheating. And somebody in the chat, I think it was Miss Jennifer Jones, said, "If you'd have cheated on me, I would have pistol whipped you." So he responded and said, "If you'd have pistol whipped me, then I would have shot you." And that's where it went. That's how it went back and forth there. That's what was said. So
Look
let me
like
see.
people changing up profiles now. Watch that Zelma person. Be careful.
I think I've seen Zelma before.
Yeah, we're gonna see. No, don't take that the wrong way.
Um, um, um,
Well, live is over, right? I guess not. I don't know. Somebody dropped.
Little but yeah, thank
Keita
you.
dropped.
Yeah, it is
Oh
hard to
no,
keep that.
Keita's here.
Yeah, I'm gone, bro, man. See, I'm tired of fucking with all YouTube people, bro.
Don't go.
Mixed bone, you better not go nowhere else.
What you
Let
mean,
me
man? I'm
see.
so sick of this shit, man.
Look,
Yes.
okay, look, the people who are on the panel right about mixed bone,
Man,
mixed bone.
Mixed
what?
bone.
The
What?
ones that are on the panel right now talking with one another, we're cool, are we not?
Yeah, we cool.
Don't go nowhere.
That shit,
Mixed
I
bone, you see
mean,
my face? Please don't leave.
you ain't gotta do all that.
All right,
You
Demon.
ain't gotta do all that.
Demon,
You ain't gotta
I hope you.
do that.
I hope,
Uh,
All right, little brother, go ahead and go
I
back
think
to work.
yeah, I hope your shift goes good. I might still be awake when you get off.
Shit. Well, she got off. She got offline.
Who, Keita?
Yeah.
Hang on a freaking minute. Yeah, where's she gone?
Yeah, I ain't got time. Look, we gonna go. I'm about to hang up. All right.
She
Y'all be
did
cool.
down the chat while she went to the store, so
Y'all hold her chat down. I ain't really got nothing to say. I just want to do it all fucking line so y'all can voice y'all opinion. You heard me?
all right. Thank you very much. From Miss Niche, me and Miss Niche and the chat. I'm gonna read the chat and answer that, and Miss Niche and I are gonna talk as well. So, if you're gonna stay and listen, then I hope you do. But if you're gonna go lay down
I'ma
and rest,
listen. I'ma
oh,
listen.
all right, sweetie. Thank
All
you.
right. Y'all be cool.
All right, you too. Take care.
All right.
Miss Niche, baby.
hey.
Just me and you, sugar. And the chat. Right, let's see. Okay, Miss Joyce Harris said he lied. Yeah, Keita, I think I don't know where she's disappeared to because her phone at home, you can see is in the bedroom with the wardrobe open. Let's peep and see what she's got in her. Is that a towel hanging up on the door? I'm nosy as hell. Miss Joyce, thank you to who to Mix Bone or to us. Yes, Miss Diane. Let me read your comment. I've learned you can't protect everyone no matter what. No, you can't. You can't protect everybody. You can try your best, but in the long run, all you can do is protect yourself. Like I was saying earlier, you can't be in control of other people's actions. All you can be in control of is yourself and how
Yeah,
you deal with matters.
it's true.
And you've got
It's
to
very
take care
true.
of yourself because there's only one of you, and nobody's going to live your life for you, and nobody is going to take care of you the way how you You do. And another thing for those who, do believe in the Almighty and the Most High, I said on one
Be
of
right
my
back.
that the one thing that I've been missing from my relationships that should be there first and foremost is God. If I'm not
BRB, gotta go take Buddy out.
if I'm not including him in my situation, how am I going to
Buddy,
expect
Buddy.
to work out the way how I want it to? It doesn't necessarily mean that because you've got God in your life, your relationship is always going to work out, because you're going to have differences. But if you use his principles to guide the way, then you should have some sort of structure to your relationship, some understanding between you. That's just my view. Everybody's different. Yes, Vuitton, it cannot be unevenly yoked. Exactly. Yes, Miss Joyce, there are signs. Miss Joyce is saying, when you are in an abusive relationship, there are signs. Don't tell me that she didn't show any signs before he married her.
No doubt. I mean, I believe that will change, but um, the signs are definitely there. Uh, it's in their words, their actions, their anger. Most definitely, somebody could be it. They could be married for years, and I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it happen with my parents. Like, I've witnessed my dad put his hands on my mom, but he wasn't an abusive individual. But it took years and years and years of like verbal abuse from my mom, and before he decided to be that way. It's little things, but it's little things that he said before that you could tell that he would put his hands on a woman, or
Mhm.
it's just little things you need to pay attention to.
Now, you see, this is where I'm going to disagree slightly, because not everybody does show signs. You have some people that are damn psychopaths, but they're real good at being manipulative and persuasive, and you don't even recognize it. If you have been in an abusive relationship before, you often do recognize the signs. But if you haven't, it's your first time experiencing somebody like that, you're not going to see it.
Oh, no
Um,
doubt. I
I
totally agree.
was I was in a not very good relationship when I was like 17 years old. That's the same one who threatened me with a gun. And sure enough to say, he's not living a very good life now. But I do feel like the Almighty was looking after me, because I never ended up dead. And I'm still here to tell the tale, because I wasn't living a good life living with him, really and truly. But I recognize the signs now of that sort of person. However, I have still ended up in an abusive relationship because it was a different type of abuse.
You think we finna walk this whole neighborhood? You a lie. You got another motherfucking thing coming if you think we finna walk. Do what you do. You're not my boo. Hello?
Hello, I'm here.
Okay. Hey, you guys. I'm back.
Reese, yes, I totally
Come
agree.
here.
My personal,
Miss Diane, yes, there are signs, but sometimes some people do choose to ignore them, and some people just genuinely don't recognize them because they're naive and they've never been in that situation
Come here.
before.
Hey. Don't go in there. Ain't nothing in there for you. Come here.
that I feel lost.
Let me scroll up because I'm missing stuff. Hold on. Let me scroll back down.
Get your ass back. Go. 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 You tried it. You really tried it. I give you an A for effort because you really tried it. You really tried it. I give you an A for effort, buddy.
Like, nobody should put their hands on one another.
No,
Absolutely.
I ain't stupid. You can lay in there all you want to. I'm not dumb. I know what you're trying to do. Hello? Hey,
Yeah.
green, black, purple, and yellow. Hello. But anyways, what did I miss while I was gone?
No, we'll just continue to talk.
Talk about what? What we talking? What we talking about? Because these conversations that went so left every time we had them. So what are we talking about again, you guys?
We're just talking about the same thing, basically, about violence in relationships, and seeing warning signs and things like that.
So
And
did we get to the bottom of the whole mixed bone and redub situation?
I mean, that's done. People have got difference in opinion, but I suppose that's done. You ask the chat what they think.
I'm trying to figure out like what happened, you know. Okay, so let's see. So,
Over to you, love.
uh,
It's over to you.
I was actually reading the chat. I'm trying to catch up.
Okay. You see,
That's
when we're having these types of discussions, because these things are so sensitive, there is going to be a lot of difference in opinion, and because lots of people have been through different stuff, different situations, things have happened to them in different ways. It's been dealt with in different ways, so everybody's gonna have a difference in opinion. And I just want to say I respect everybody's opinion. In terms of when it comes to abuse, it's not acceptable. Nobody should have
no,
to tolerate it. And I
no,
just one
man
day,
or woman. Nobody should have to accept
and
abuse, man or woman.
I just hope that one day everybody who is experiencing it is strong enough to break away from it.
No doubt. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
either
I'm so boring right now.
Would
boy.
you say? Anthony?
I'm trying to do a million things at once. I know I'm like in
Oh,
and out.
I was too, but I'm just trying to figure out how everything just was so drastically up. I'm still at that junction.
yes, Miss Diane. Yes, of course. The main thing is stop the abuse. Period. Absolutely, 100%. I'm just saying that people have different takes on it due to their different situations they've been in. That's what I was saying. I'm not saying that anything is acceptable or right. It should stop 100%, point blank. I'm just saying that everybody's talking about like the different experiences they've had with it and the reasons why they stayed or they didn't, leave or whatever.
I don't really necessarily per se think he took over the whole show. Mixpo. I don't even think he took over the whole show because I didn't give him the
I
opportunity to
don't
take over
know what
my show. It would be different if he had the opportunity to take over the whole show, but I didn't give him the chance or opportunity to take over my show. I was just letting him voice his opinion because Miss Joyce asked him a question, so I'm trying to figure out how he thought that everybody was toxic. And that's why I was letting him speak. Now, if I didn't want him to speak, I could have easily muted him, but I wanted to hear what he was saying. That was the thing about it.
Yes, Miss Diane. Yes. Subsequently, in the end, yes, it does boil down to the same thing. The abuse needs to stop. Absolutely. I do agree with that. Yeah, everybody does need to keep their hands to themselves. I think you've got a right to defend yourself if somebody is attacking you physically, but not to say you're just going to go and put your hands on somebody. I don't agree with that happening at all. And not even just hands, it's the emotional abuse as well. That's very damaging. I've been in that situation. That is very, very damaging.
Sometimes the emotional and the verbal abuse is worse than the physical abuse, because I mean, physical you can heal, your scars are healed, but that mental and verbal, it's once you say something, it's in the atmosphere. It's always there. You can't take back your words, so that lingers on in a person's mind and in their heart.
What I think, I'm gonna go back to the chat. And sure said he talked too much and I wasn't around with Miss Mosey. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. Let me answer that. Let me put an answer to that. I think what he righteously did was he did who was that? Uh, um, what's his name? Jess 33. He danced around the question. Let me dance around the question that you asked, so then you can righteously forget what I asked you. And that's basically what he did. He danced around the whole question.
I'm still here. I'm just listening to you talk.
I was reading shit.
Okay.
But yeah, he righteously danced around the whole question. You know what I'm saying? Why does this light make your hair look thin? Why does my hair look thin even though it's not?
It's just the
I guess
light.
that's a gel.
We've all
The
seen your
gel
hair.
that I put.
You know. So we've all seen your hair enough times to know what it's like. Don't worry about that.
But the gel be making my hair look thin as hell. The fuck? Look like I'm balding at the top of my head. The fuck?
I want to say something to everybody in the chat. To everybody who this conversation has touched in any kind of way. If you're in a situation, if you've come out of a situation, if you've been through a situation, I want you to know that there is always a way out somehow. And yes, you do have your memories of what you went through, but the days do get better once you're free. It's just a
Yes,
case of taking that
they
first
do.
step.
And then you always got it all. Get your
Um,
buddy. Get your
Miss
buddy.
Miss Diane, who is that to? Do you mean us or someone in the chat?
Yeah, people that no straddling the fence is like playing both sides. That's what she
Yeah,
means.
but I know what she meant, but I didn't know who she was talking to. I don't know if she was talking to us or because I don't want her to be talking to me, and then I'm ignoring it because I don't realize she's talking to me. So that's all.
Yeah,
Oh, just
you're
in
right.
general. Okay. Okay. Well, if you feel like I'm straddling the fence, do tell me, and I'll answer any question or whatever.
In the closet about what? I think everything that I say is very open. I think everything about me is very open. I'm like an open book. I never been in the closet. I'm scared of dark spaces.
Well, I have a hard time opening up about my situation, but I've learned that the more I talk about it, the better it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. You know, this
Yeah.
situation I was telling you about with my cousin in America. It's something that I have like kind of told people about over the years, but I don't think that I will feel fully healed from it until I go and actually confront this person and tell them what they did and how that affected me.
Hmm?
Did you hear me?
Oh, you was waiting on us to respond? My bad. What happened?
No. I wasn't waiting for you to respond. I was just saying like this whole situation with my cousin in America. I don't feel like I will feel fully healed from that until I actually go and confront him and tell him what he did.
Oh yeah, I always agree to disagree. Always. That's my thing. Hold on real quick. Sharice. But
No, no,
that's
no,
my
no.
thing. I'd rather agree to disagree instead of going back and forth with somebody. That's my
Mm.
thing. Let's just agree to disagree. And that's how you kill all arguments. And then a lot of people think you're trying to be smart when you say that. I'm just gonna agree. You're trying to be funny, ain't you? No, I'm just saying you have your view on the shit, and I have my view on the shit. So let's check out.
Yeah, there's getting your point across, saying what you've got to say, and then there's like just going backwards and forwards with somebody which doesn't get anybody anywhere. So you just kind of got to say what you got to say, and then it be done sometimes.
It went clean smooth over my head. Pew, pew. I'm lost. I'm so lost. Huh? I missed that one. Who
Who's
me?
building
I ain't
frustration?
building up no frustration. Mm-mm. Exactly. Actually, that's the agree to disagree. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Again, agree to disagree, motherfucker. You don't know what you're talking about, but you know what? I'm gonna let you have at it. You're right, baby. Baby, you're right. Come here, put your head right here. Okay. And get the fuck off.
Please excuse me, people. I have to go to the little girl's room.
I have to go to the little guy's room.
Don't you start with me, Keita.
The little
Huh?
girl.
Diggy
I was trying to be,
little guy's room.
I was trying to be polite.
No, say you gotta go piss. Hell.
You sounded like Medea.
Shit.
I'll be back in a minute.
Peter, I knew you was a thug. I knew it.
I ain't no thug. Yeah, I'm just saying. Shit, you gotta piss. You gotta piss. Hell, fuck it. Fuck all this damn. I got to go to the little girl's room. I'll be right back. Sorry, you guys. I have to go to the little girl's room. Let me take my headset off. Fuck all this shit. Man, fuck this shit. I gotta go take a piss. I'm out this bitch. I ain't no thug, man. Hell, you got pee, you got pee. Hell. So here's my thing. Now, say you in a house and it's a man and a woman using that same particular bathroom. Would you call it a little girl's room?
You got a point.
Ah. Something to make you think.
I'm so
I'm
hungry.
fighting as hell too.
I'm so
I
mad I
didn't cause
that.
do what? Serious tonight. Sorry, I still don't get it, Miss Joyce.
I'm back.
Did you wash your hands?
Yes, I did. Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much. Yeah, I got his email. Yeah, I sent him what's the
I've run out of things to say.
what happened?
Said I ran out of things to say. Is there anybody else in the chat that wants to say anything, comment on anything, ask anything, talk about anything?
Yeah, next topic is gonna be addiction.
Okay.
Because addiction is harder than a motherfucker. Let me tell y'all. Oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah. And the thing about it is, when it comes to addiction, it's just like a man. Like, you find it hard to leave the addiction alone. He's not in there, buddy. Buddy. He's not in there. He's gone. Okay? He's gone. So just sit down.
I've
Sit
got a
down,
question.
Stinky.
I've got a question for Miss Diane.
I think
I
I'm
know
gonna
Sit down.
this is completely off topic, but Miss Diane, I know you like to throw down in the kitchen. So what are you having for dinner today, or have you had dinner already? What did you make? I want to know, because every time you tell me what you've been cooking, it sounds so good.
Yes, Diane, what are we eating tonight?
Right. What are we magically eating tonight? But yeah, while she's typing up what we're eating tonight, yeah, addiction is hard. I've dealt with all. I'm telling you, like, all the shit that y'all could think possible, I've dealt with this shit. That's why I'm surprised I'm not. Well, I am a ball of walking fire, but I am surprised I have not killed myself throughout my life.
Well, addiction
But
is really
done. I have 3 older brothers. And the one brother that actually gave a damn, he doesn't stay here. So when he actually found out about what happened, he said, let me see him, and I'm going to kill him. But he hasn't seen him like the whole time he's been here. I'm trying to keep my brother out of a lot of things because my brother's like 10 years older than me. He's 10 years, exactly 10 years and 11 days older than me. So I don't want my brother to mess up his life about some little voodoo lane that I have going on here. So I'm not going to put my brother's life or career or his future in danger because of me. But yeah, I've had brothers and cousins that actually wanted to get at the people that have been abusive to me in my past abusive relationships. Like, I have scars everywhere from all the abusive relationships that I've had. Even when I was the abuser, I have scars from all of that because I was on guard. I want you to do the same thing that's been done to me before, so shit, I became the abuser. And that had something to do with what V-Dub was saying. You don't want nobody to abuse you, so you are going to be the abuser. And I have been put in that situation before. Like my ex-baby daddy, I fucked him up a couple of times pretty good. I'm not proud of it. I walk around with scars nowadays, but shit happens. But at the same time, that domestic violence, this shit goes a long way. It does.
I don't have any brothers or sisters, so I didn't have anybody there when I was going through what I was going through. I mean, when I was younger, my relationship wasn't fantastic with my parents. I was living in a hostel in quite a rough part of London. When I was like 16, 17, my father and our relationship broke down, and I wasn't really speaking with my mum. So I didn't really have anybody around but God to protect me, really. So it's any wonder that I'm still here for the situations that I was in. But I'm very grateful. I'm thankful. I'm blessed. I've learned tough lessons along the way, but I'm still here. And if I can, help anybody with my experiences, then that's what I'm here to do. Because I believe that no matter what we go through, we all have a purpose in life.
And we might all have a purpose in life, but at the same time, it comes a purpose where you're ready to fuck motherfucker up.
Say that again, Keita. I didn't hear you. Sorry.
I said we all have a purpose in life, but it comes to a purpose and a time where you're ready to fuck motherfucker up too.
Yeah, there's that too. There is
You
that too.
can't you can't let a motherfucker continuously run over you, because at the same
No.
time, when I went through my abusive relationship, the motherfucker thought that he was just gonna put his hands on me and it was just gonna be the end of it. No, because if you touch me, I'm gonna touch you back. Like my mama always raised me and told me, if a motherfucker put their hands on you, you supposed to you put your hands back on them. That's how I was always raised. And even with that bitch that I got to fight with the other day, you put your hands on me, bitch, I'm going to touch you. I am going to touch you. I don't give
Well,
a
look,
damn whether you try to underestimate me for my size. I'm going to touch you. And I'm going to make you goddamn work for this ass whooping if you beat my ass. You're going to work for it.
oh yeah, it goes back to what I said about defending yourself. If someone puts their hands on you, you've got a right to defend yourself.
But and see, that's how everything always happens. Somebody always wants to put their hands on me. I don't ever touch nobody. Why? Why? I don't get that mad. I don't get that mad until somebody actually touches me. Once you touch me, it's a wrap.
It's a violation.
Just
It's a
no words. No words to be spoken.
But Keita, I'm gonna jump off of here now because it's nearly 2:30 in the morning. So I'll stay in the chat for a little while, but I'm gonna get off of the panel. But thank you very much for having me on here. Thank you to
Welcome.
everybody for listening. Um, I I I care about everybody's feelings and what they've been through. So thank you for everybody's input. And I shall see you in the chat.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Nish,
Later.
what happened to you? Okay. Miss Nish, what happened to you? Exactly what happened to you? Let me see. Hold on. Mm, where that goes the link. So whoever wants to slide on up here again, I put the link back in there. But oh, it's that. You see, wait, come on. But no, I was always picked on for being the smallest person in the crowd. I have always been picked on, you know. Look at me. I'm under 5 feet tall. I'm not even 5 feet. So, like, ooh, wait a minute. I've always been the smallest person in all crowds. Where is that? Uh-uh. But why the fuck is my shit erasing shit? Okay. My bad, yeah. But like, well, hell, basically, I grew up as the only child. I was the baby of the crew. My mom waited 10 years to have me. So basically, you say I grew up as the only child. I mean, I'm the only girl and the baby. It was just me and my mama. So, like, how you think I feel? How you think I grew up? So I'm used to being alone. Me being alone is like the best thing ever to happen to me. I like being alone. I like my alone time. Hey, do you hear this? Wait, listen, listen, listen. Do y'all hear that? It's called nothing. That is the best thing ever. The best thing ever. But then for you to hear somebody yelling or screaming or doing whatever they want to do, no, 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 no. That is why I'm good by myself. Buddy is right here behind me, D Money. And Miss Nish, you know what? So I try to keep my brother where he's at. I try to make sure that he stays in Texas, and whenever he does come to visit, that these people are not around. The people that hurt me, my brother's like my daddy. And I make sure that whenever he comes to visit, those people that have hurt me throughout life, or those men that have hurt me, I make sure they are nowhere near. Nowhere. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Actually, I don't know why you feel bad. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, here's the thing. It's always good to have somebody. It's always good to have you like a big brother in your corner, whatever, you know. Or it's always good to have that one particular dude. Like, if you know that something happens to you, you always have that one particular guy that you can call on. That, well, shit, this man is bothering me. Karate. Karate costs too much. But it's always good to know that you can have somebody to call on that's going to have your back. Yeah, buy a gun or the pepper spray or a taser. I bought some pepper spray. I can't even find my keys, but I was, I bought me a can of pepper spray. I keep a can of pepper spray on my keys. I don't even know why I didn't think to like use my pepper spray on that bitch. Cause had I used my pepper spray on that bitch, I think I probably would pepper spray. Oh, that's why I didn't use it. Cause there's kids out there. That's right. What? What you having trouble with, Rachel? And see, here's the thing. I would have had a gun, but how that song go? My fingers, they itching. They itching for that paper. See, my fingers would be done start itching to shoot somebody. I don't need no pistol. I don't. I don't. I'm very spoiled. I'm very spoiled. I am. I'm super duper spoiled. I'm so spoiled. Oh, that ain't no joke, little baddie. That's being serious. I'm serious. I don't know. What's it? I don't want to hurt nobody. Nah, who was needs some help? Oh, no. You finna put on. Man, hell no. No. Fuck all that. Put my gun on me. Bitch, I hit you there in your goddamn schnack box. I'll be the last bitch you put doing that. There you go. Bow, 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 bow. Who's 55? Who? What a 55? Am I missing somebody? They'll be alright. Actually, I know y'all got a gun range where you stay at. Shit. It don't take much to learn how to shoot. I learned how to buy your gun with a beam on it. And then when you start shooting, any gun, you can put a beam on that bitch. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. I'm looking in the chat at the ass end and everything. Yep, they sure do. They show. I know they have classes here for women. Yep, you're absolutely right. Yep, shoot to kill. Yeah. Do you have hangouts, Rachel? If you have hangouts, you get on your hangouts, and then I can add you. All you have to do is hit the link that I put up there. Hmm. Man, I don't watch the news. The news is so goddamn depressing. Let me tell you, every time you turn on the TV to see something about the news, that shit will depress the fuck out of you, whether they're talking about the economy, they're talking about this, they're talking about that. This shit is depressing as fuck. Man, this shit is depressing. Hey, y'all want to hear something? Y'all want to hear something? Got something for you guys. This just in. Ah! Y'all want to hear something? Okay. I don't know whether y'all say yes or no. This is why. Why you jump off of here to do your own shit? What? I guess it's just how it goes. Living your life like your last girl, I suppose. Let's wait until this shit come up. Man, come on. Did you really just really come to my channel to try to make content for yourself? Hold on, I'm gonna tell you what the title is, y'all. A black woman explains why women are toxic. Well, why don't you be fucking gay? Yes, Ashley. Yes. Why don't you be gay? If you don't like women, my thing is a black woman explains why women are toxic. I didn't explain the reason why every woman is toxic. I explained why I'm toxic. And other women explain the reason why they are toxic. Now, you cannot take our reasoning and base it off of that one particular situation. You don't like black women or you don't like women? Be gay. Go find you a boy. Find a boy. So, what are you trying to do? Use my information to make you alive? Because here's the beauty of it. I sit up here so long, you're going to run out of songs to play. You're going to run out of songs to play. Because I can get up off this computer and get on my phone. So go ahead. Use your information. Use what you want to use. Explain. I want to hear why women are so toxic. And you know what? I'm going to do y'all the beauty. I'm going to just let this shit run. And we're going to see what the fuck you got to say. Today is the day of discovering bullshit, you guys. Is anything gonna come? That's why I turned it down. Exactly why I turned it down. All black women explain, or a black woman explains why women are toxic.
OBS is on some real bullshit. I've been up there with my Wakanda the background, Draco series, all that good shit popping, right? But it's not working for me right now, so I'm gonna have to do this. So I have to do it. But I did find a young lady's audio. I'll try to repost it in a different way. But she said some shit to elderly, older black women today, and I know it's not a lot of y'all following me. This is not the channel where most of the ladies follow. This is my Buckshit channel. I just felt like going to some Buckshit channel to this. So I'm gonna go to this YouTube video right now. I kind of want this to be heard and played because, yo, fellas, ladies, this shit right here, when she put it into perspective, I was like, I told you so. But I'm gonna play that. Y'all tune in, listening. It's some real shit. I kind of find a background. Now, and the way I'm doing this is different. It's actually playing off the iPhone right now. So y'all gotta bear with me. Just for new sector. I'm not fucking with the dirty bummy. The world is a cycle. Beat itself ass niggas anymore. There's a lot of other things going on YouTube, and I like the way it's being talked about. So let me get this shit cracking. And I'm hop off this mic. Hold on 1 second. God, I hate this. Text me on this. You can get the YouTube friendly version. I'm going to do tonight. So this real quick though. So listen, my sisters, don't let no bitter bird ruin your future. Don't let no old bitter bird ruin your chances of being a wife, if that's what you desire, or having a long-lasting relationship with men, if that's what you desire. You see, there are some busted old bitter broads out here that are so angry at their failures in life that they do not want to see any other woman happy. And how you can detect these old bitter broads is they usually hate men. And now this is not to be misconstrued with the fact that there are exceptions where women have suffered some abuses and the hatred or disdain for men is warranted, and there needs to be some therapy, some understanding. I get that. But I'm not talking about the exceptions. I'm talking about the rule when it comes to bitter broads. I have this to men. Very basic respect to men. If we're being honest, I would say maybe even your early 50s, 30s, 20s, how many that were anti-male, specifically anti-black male?
listen to me. Don't let and you know, and the list goes on. But the thing about it is, those statements said like that because you should not be laying down in the bed with, having children with, or even in serious relationships with somebody. And just like a man should not be with a woman that can't tell him shit. What good am I to any man if he can't confide in me? If he can't get advice from me? If I can't advise him on things? If I have nothing to offer him? Intellect.
My thing is, though, does she got a man?
Intellectual advice. Any financial advice. If you are with a man and you're laying up with his ass and you're in a long-term relationship with them and you got babies with them and you are keeping the mindset that he can't tell you shit, one of y'all dumb.
Do she got
because you shouldn't be in that deep with anybody that can't tell you shit. Or if you feel like he can't tell you shit or he can't offer you any advice or you don't trust him, whatever he has to say, then your dumb ass needs to get up and find another man. It's just as simple. But do not find yourself counting out a decent guy conducive to something well together. Throw that all into the
She might be on point, Baton done. But here's my thing. Here's my thing.
A lot ruined a lot of Black women's dispositions and views towards men because of their experiences. And
oh, my sin bad.
so many of them have. So many of them have. Why they hate men? It varies. A lot of them are raised by women who went through the civil rights, Jim Crow, who went through the movement, so they were dealing with men that had different dynamics, different issues, different types of stresses, and a lot of times those upon the women. So a lot of times when they would look at their mothers and they see their mothers not, being.
Ain't that the same thing we just fucking said? I'm tired of hearing that shit. Because see, here's my thing. You men look at shit a different way from when a certain woman says what the fuck another woman says. When she sit there and she's explaining it all, she's giving y'all in-depth details, then that's when y'all understand what the fuck she said. But if the motherfucker just fuck no, I'm not dealing with this fucking been through the shit before or whatever, whatnot, y'all don't understand it. Now, Baton Don, you may agree with what she said, but ain't that the same goddamn thing that we said? But he didn't agree with it then when he was over here. But now all of a sudden it's another female saying the same goddamn thing, and now you want to go over there, slide your channel. Hey, baby. Rah, rah, rah. She's kumba. Boy, I tell you. No, we might not know that lady. But we know the person who made that video. We know the person who brought that person up on their little panel or did it. He wasn't thinking about doing no video about this whole thing. Come on now. But it took for me to start talking about it. You like what? You like down in the next black woman? Ain't your mama a black woman? You gonna down your mama? So when you go look at your mama in her face tomorrow, is you gonna talk all this shit to her? Come on now. Nah, I ain't gonna let him be. He got a black mama. Shit. Eat her ass up the same way you eating up black women on this goddamn chat. We so fucking toxic. Is your mama toxic? Come on now. If you're going to talk about somebody, make sure you talk about all of them. Don't just try to single out particular women. You going to talk about black women? Make sure you include your mama in that category. If you black, bitch. That's my thing. Don't try to just single out the women that you dated, the ones that you done stuck your dick in. No, you don't do that. Don't single out women. No. And that's what a lot of people and men get shit misconstrued. Don't single out the women that you done stuck your dick in, because at one point in time, your mama might have been toxic. Or your daddy might have been toxic. We all been toxic somewhere in life. All of us have. That's what I don't get. Why put a label on certain women? Oh, all black women are toxic. How? How? Because we don't take no shit. And it's a goddamn couple of goddamn white women out here in this fucking world that don't take no fucking shit. Run up on the white, no, not white one, right one. I'm sorry, my bad. Run up on the white one, the right, la, 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 la. Run up on the right one. You will find the right white bitch that don't take no shit. I guess you're gonna label her as toxic too. You just like the black bitches that I fuck with. And then we gonna get me a Mexican one. That bitch gonna be the same way. Puerto Rican or any other color. Y'all gotta stop putting goddamn black women in the fucking box. That's what pisses me off about a lot of goddamn black men. Y'all put black women in a goddamn box. Bitch, you black too. Newsflash, motherfucker. Hell. Exactly. Control. You black bitches. Bitch. Bye. Exactly. When you open up them damn lips and you spread them wide, all of it is pink on the inside. Yep, you goddamn right. And we all bleed the goddamn same color. Hey, Miss Diane, I'm gonna take your phone from you. I know your mind would left. But at the same time, that's what I don't get. Like, a lot of men say, oh, all you black women, all y'all do is this and all y'all do is that. But shit, at the same time, it don't matter what color you is. A woman gonna do what the fuck. You can't stop a woman mouth from being the way it's gonna be, black or white. Asian persuasion. Hell. I don't know her shit. Not that many. Bingo. They don't know what they want. Yeah, you done got in trouble. You done got all the way in trouble. I don't even know if I want to listen to that shit anymore, y'all. Why my hair look like it's thinning right here? When the light hits a certain way, my hair look like it's thinning. Anyways, it's all about the Benjamins, baby. Don't want to listen to this tomfoolery. Y'all want to hear some more of this shit? Y'all want to hear some more of this shit?
A lot of y'all don't. Because you shouldn't be in that deep with anybody that can't tell you shit. Or if you feel like he can't tell you shit or he can't offer you any advice or you don't trust in whatever he has to say, then your dumb ass needs to get up and find another man. It's just that simple.
Find another man.
Do not find yourself counting out a decent.
So you to go from being a woman that was with one man to jumping off one other dick to go jump on another dick. You just told her to go be a hoe right then and there. Well, if this man ain't doing what the fuck he need to do, jump off that dick and go find another one. I'm going to break it down to you like that. But then if that woman was to do what you wanted her to do, jump off that dick, go find you another dick, y'all will call her a hoe.
Who wants to be a father, who wants to be a husband.
I'm bad.
A lot of them are raised by women who went through the civil rights movement, who went through Jim Crow, who went through the women's liberation movement. So they were dealing with men that had different dynamics, different issues, different types of stresses, and a lot of times those stresses were played upon women. So a lot of times when they would look at their mothers and they see their mothers not, being able to live lives similar to their white counterparts or other people, or seeming like they're a little bit more weighed down, that mother, let's say the mother that was living through the civil rights movement or living through women's liberation when black men were trying to be providers and get jobs, but they had to compete with white women and the jobs were given to black women over them. Those men that dealt with that, they probably were not the easiest men to deal with at home. Yep. So the mother in the house or the wife sometimes had to,
because she gonna get that thing up for free.
That sort of stress. And so as the woman was growing up, looking at her mother and seeing, her mother's trying to hold it in and be the strength of the family for a man that was stressed out and angry because of, going through the whole Jim Crow thing, women's lib thing, and all that, and just being frustrated. So her bearing that and looking at her daughter, the first thing she's going to tell her daughter is what? Go get a job. Don't depend on a man. But she was not saying that in malice. She was saying
that y'all.
Because she did not want her daughter
to
have her same
thing. What?
Okay. But when she was doing that, and while her daughter was watching,
y'all can't see it. I'm sorry.
What she did not account for was how that shaped her. It wasn't her fault. Because again, this is not malicious intent. It's just life. Okay. When they taught those girls, go get an education, don't get married, don't get married, that was the answer. That would have been the immediate answer to their own issues.
Okay.
So what happened was they did.
You're right. It was hurting me. You're right. You are absolutely right. Little bad. This shit was hurting my ears. Because, what you're saying is, I don't know. I guess she's trying to talk in big words to try to make herself look good. Yeah, the epitome of the anatomy is X, Y, and Z equals P. Bitch, shut up. You made a whole lot about what? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You're right, Miss Joyce. You're right. You're right. Hey, Stinky, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. He wants to be bashful. He wants to be shy. Hi, Stinky. Hi, Stinky. Hi. No. Stop. I'm trying to look under your thing. Stop, buddy. Hey, Stinky. Hey. Hey. Stop. Stop, buddy. Stop. You trying to eat my shit up. Buddy, stop. Hey, you. Badass. So goddamn mad. Y'all want him? Mm. Buddy. Ow! Let's fix my hand. And he is finding comfort in biting my finger. Buddy bad. He bad as hell. He bad. Buddy, you got my hand all nasty. See, I keep a bottle of alcohol. Huh? I know y'all love Buddy. That's the bad part. Y'all like Buddy more than y'all like me. That's the bad part. Come here. Oh, he hates the smell of alcohol. Who just slid in here on me? Huh? Who done came up in here? Y'all like Buddy more than y'all like me. That's the bad part. Yeah, y'all like Buddy more than y'all like me. Come here. Oh.
We love you.
Who just slid in here on me?
Rachel.
Wait a minute, who else in here? Y'all like Buddy more than y'all like me. That's the bad part. You gotta turn your phone down. I mean, you gotta turn your YouTube down. Because we got an echo. Oh, no.
Rachel.
Okay. Who else in here? See? What's up, Rachel? I've been waiting on you to shine through here for the longest.
I've been working hard on it.
So now, what? Yeah, Buddy got his nuts still. And Buddy be taking sips of the liquor too. When I get him to It's not. Is that considered animal abuse? So now, what? Now, what you trying to do, Rachel? What you need my help with?
Drink.
You ready to cut up? What happened?
Not much. I'm just getting on, you know.
So on my face to the room,
You say who?
say that again.
What you say?
Around the face.
You ain't got nothing to say.
Oh,
I
look,
ain't got nothing to say.
my domestic violence victim.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, well
I got
go
tired
ahead.
of
You
it.
want
You said you're
you?
16 years of marriage
Mhm.
and you getting physically, verbally, and mentally abused.
Yep,
You finally get done.
yep. And that's a long time to be dealing with it too. Like, my thing is, here's my thing. If a motherfucker love you, why in the Sam hell would you put me through all of that shit for so many years? I could see like maybe, we go through something once, maybe
Mm-hmm.
even twice. But repeatedly over and over and over and over again, that is something that I have never understood. Never. I've never understood how and why a person that claims that they love you can put their hands on you like you their child or something like that. That's what I have never understood. Like, okay.
And that final straw was when I'm being called hoes and sluts and my daughter sitting on the couch.
Oh no. In
So
front of
I
his own
decided,
child?
yeah. So me being me and who I am, I decided I'm done. I had to get back to
Mm-hmm.
me. I took his cell phone, threw it, and bust him in the face. Oh, I'm calling the police on you. No, I'm gonna call the police, and I called them.
Bingo.
So I don't mind showing you I got 50 shades of crazy. I'll go to jail and do these 6 days standing on my head.
And the wrong six. It be going to prison. It be going to prison. And that's what I don't get. I've never understood that one. Like, how can you put your hands on somebody repeatedly? If we've been in this together, me and you, we're unity, right? So when I hurt, you hurt. When I cry, you cry, right?
Supposed to?
So why are you so determined to goddamn wanna pound on me? So when I hurt, you should be hurting, right? After you done punch me and did whatever the fuck you did to me. You should hurt
And I
too.
got a boatload of medical issues. I'm a walking medical problem.
Grr, no. Hell no. No. And you know what? At the end of the day, God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly.
Oh no, because he
Everybody
going
that
through it.
done I
He
know
going
he
through
is.
it.
I bet he going through everything that he could think of right now.
He stay in the
Everything that ain't
hood.
got to do. Uh-huh.
I live in a 2-story nice house. My
Bingo.
kids have been stable. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And everything else that come with it. I bet you he
Kita,
goddamn getting fucking hell, huh?
I had to jump back on. I had to jump back on. Okay, so you
Mm-hmm.
know he over there with that live, right? So why
Mm-hmm.
somebody just tell me he got a video of me up?
No.
What?
Stop. But he ain't got my oh, okay, cause mine ain't done yet. So he ain't got a chance to
I
grab
didn't
it.
I didn't I ain't mean to interrupt y'all conversation, but I was like, what? Hold up, wait a minute.
I think he done with his.
And they became jaded. Now,
Is he done with
it's
his?
not helping, and it's not helping us. We have got to fix
Hold
these
on, let me
dynamics between
see.
black
I
men
don't
and
know.
black women. And it is going to have to come from both sides. Now, don't think I'm going to let the fellas off the hook.
I told
Yeah,
somebody to
he's
send me
done with
the
his.
link. I told somebody to send me the link because I was like, what?
Yeah, he's done with his.
That's odd though. Hold on.
That's what he's doing. He sit
Yeah,
there taking people videos
what the
Ain't that
and
the
hell?
use
same
them.
dude that had Planet of the Fakes video?
No, this is
Um,
the
I don't
dude
know.
that
This is
was
the
in
guy
our
that was just on the panel.
yeah, that B Boogie dude.
Yeah, because he had Planet of the Fakes up the other night talking all kind of craziness about it.
Oh, I
I
missed
know I
that.
seen Crenshaw
Yeah,
one of her videos over there.
Mm-mm. Let me see. I got a link to his page.
Yeah, it's Crenshaw's over there. I seen her
yeah,
one of her
he did.
videos.
I commented on it.
He got a picture. He got your video.
Yeah, somebody just sent me the link. Somebody just sent me the link.
No.
Yes. Somebody just sent me the link. I promise you.
So why is he trying to get other people content? I guess he gonna say it's promotion, but that's copyright though. Because if it's
Now
not
y'all
your
can hit
video,
me
then
with
that
that
means it's
copyright.
copyright.
Tasha just hit another channel for that.
No, and this.
That's crazy.
Cause he
I'm about
lazy.
to hold on.
It's Kiki.
I'm about to send
He was
you.
on the panel just a few minutes ago.
If
He
I click
was.
into that, it's gonna take me off. Hold on. All right, I'm finna get back off. I gotta send you something.
Yeah, yeah. Send me whatever you find. Yeah, so I can see it.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll play it. But that's great. See, and do well. I mean, what my thing is, what's the purpose of coming over here trying to find content? Man? Why can't you just think of something? But then you want to go to somebody else's stuff and use somebody else's stuff. But you didn't think about having a pat on this whole situation, like begin with. But anyway, so now what was we talking about? Go ahead, finish with your story.
Okay, hold on. To get rid of this.
So now it's just you and the kids. Oh shit! What happened? What happened to Rachel? Rachel, where you go? Oh no, I'm reading. and possibly clean. You you right. Hurt people, hurt people. Them. Anybody can go to school for cooking, but at the same time, it's about whether you cook or not. Ah, I know it's my show, but at the same time, I want to let people actually interact with everybody. I don't, nobody's here to take over the show, but at the same time, everybody's being respectable and doing what they're supposed to do. So, I'm fine with people just talking and doing what they have to do, you know? My bad. Because I ain't see Okay, little baby, you have a good night. I think I'm finna get my ass off here too. Because hell, I've been on here. I've been on here how long? How many hours? Plenty of hours. We didn't talk about things. But yeah, see mine acting retarded too. So and I think I'm finna go to sleep. But so the next conversation that we're gonna do, I guess it's gonna be addiction. I don't know if I wanna do addiction or what. I don't know. But yeah. The next one it shall be I don't know whether it's gonna be addiction or whatever topic that y'all wanna touch or whatever, whatnot, let me know. Cause I think I damn near got a story for every fucking thing. I can tell y'all about the addictions I done had. Hell, I'm addicted to stuff. Look at this thing. Wouldn't you be addicted to me? But anyway, uh, no, friend. And then I went live early in the day. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm sorry if I made y'all yarn. I'm so sorry. But yeah. So Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the addiction talk tomorrow, little Betty. I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. And what I do is go ahead and set up my live or whatever. So, I just, yeah. Okay, so I set up something tomorrow, like I guess an hour before I go up. So it's gonna be well smooth after 12. And like I said, I got 9:26 now, so y'all can go off of y'all time. 9:26. So wherever y'all may be, I may be behind y'all or ahead of me. So yeah, 9:26, and after 12, once I get up, just be looking forward to a notification that y'all know when I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live early in the day so I can get more people on. But anyway, my ladies and gentlemen, we have been gentlemen. Okay, so you're an hour ahead of me. You know, say I don't know who's ahead of me and who's behind. Only person I could probably tell you about is Sharice right now. Okay, well, you guys eat and I'm reading shit right now. I love you guys too. Keep me on my peace. Y'all have a good night, and I will slide out of this piece. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.